have Logan Carter on the Brandon Alper Experience today. One of my favorite people, fun people to talk to. A lot of stuff going on with him. And I want to just have you give a little bit of introduction on who you are and what you stand for as a person.
I'm Logan.
Bro, you're... Jitters? Bro, you're good, man. Just breathe.
Shit, I mean, no, senior in high school, regular dude, just focused on building a family. That's all I want to do in life, for real.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have anything against the people that don't want to build a family?
No, I mean, I'm 17.
Okay.
So I just, ever since COVID, because before I was like, I'm going to finish high school, I'm going to go to college, I'm going to, do my thing. But after that, stopped, like literally one day, just everything changed. So I was just like, you know what? I was planning on, committing to the rest of my life after school. But at this point, why not,
Do you know what you want to get to after school, work-wise?
No, I have a couple ideas. Definitely one thing in particular, I want to own a dog kennel.
Dog kennel?
Yeah, I've worked at one for a couple of years, ever since I was 13.
Okay.
And I really want to own it.
May I ask why?
It's my first job, right?
Okay.
Was working with dogs. It's like a hotel for dogs, for people that don't know. Like, you go on vacation, you bring your dog there for however long, we just watch your dog.
Okay.
That's all it is. And it's the only job I really see myself having that I'll enjoy. And my big thing is I want to enjoy my job. Even if I'm not making even six figures or anything, if I enjoy it, I think it'll be worth it,
I definitely want to have a job that I enjoy, but I want there to be a mix in between a job that I enjoy, but at the same time, I make a lot of money.
Oh, of course, dude. You want money.
And I was having a podcast with one of my friends earlier, and he said, I want to kind of settle for a job that pays a lot of money at the beginning of my life, and then as I get older and I have that money and I'm nearing retirement and I don't really need that money, I want to go more towards a job that I want to do more and just kind of live out my life doing something that I want to do. But then again, to add on to that, do you think that living your life that way is really wasting your time doing something that you don't really want to do?
I mean, life is different people, people have different purposes according to them, but I don't know if I would wait till the end of my life to do something that I want to do, because tomorrow's not guaranteed.
That's true.
Nothing's guaranteed.
It's scary.
You could go get food and you never come home.
I know.
It's something that simple. So I say jump on as soon as you can and do what you really want to do, like, as soon as possible.
And I don't really think there's a problem with going a step back in order to go multiple steps forward, because there's a lot of things that we do, especially as 18-year-olds, talking to certain people, cutting off certain people, that is going to hurt us in the beginning, but overall, once we get over the situation, we're going to feel better. Yeah,
it's like, I guess an analogy is like, you're in the gym, you work out, you tear down a muscle.
Oh, okay.
Like, not tear it, but
no,
when you work out, you tear down a muscle, but over time it comes back stronger. So sometimes you do have to do things that cause discomfort, that suck. But in the past year, I've stopped talking to like everybody, dude.
Seriously,
I talk to y'all. I talk to my girlfriend and my family. That's it.
And so, why did you do that?
I felt like when I was in high school, when we were in high school, social status was really important to me.
Okay.
Especially because, junior year I was
considered a popular kid?
I wasn't considered, I won class secretary. That was like a big deal to me. I won against like 10 people. I didn't do like a campaign or whatever. I just decided to do it and it worked. Yeah. And I felt so good about myself. And then I got in this trouble at school, and then it just kind of got messed up. And I realized like I dictated my whole life around who I was viewed as. I just completely like stopped caring about much else, That I woke up, I was like, okay, how can I make people like me? you know?
Dude. And when you do that, you lose your sense of who you actually are.
Yeah,
and it's
you
horrifying.
really, like, I would look in the mirror sometimes, I'd be like, what happened?
What are you doing, dude?
Yeah, dude, it'd be crazy stuff.
When I was a freshman or a sophomore, I went through I would say a personality crisis because I was trying so hard to know everyone, trying so hard for everyone to know who I was as a person, and defining me as being a person that is liked by all. And in my opinion, at least growing up, I've realized that doing that kind of just creates a person that is not likable at all because you try to tailor yourself to so many different people that you lose your sense of who you actually are as a person.
Yeah, you actually, like, you're not even into the things that you're actually into. At some point you get to it, you put on an outfit and you're like it'll be like trendy clothes or whatever, but you'll be like, damn, I look stupid. And you'll walk outside in it and people will compliment you, but you ain't feeling it.
No.
You know?
I mean, and that's kind of conforming to a group. That's kind of trying to make yourself feel comfortable. You putting on something that you might not be comfortable wearing yourself, but as long as you're viewed as cool by other people, you're comfortable doing it. So I think it's important for you to be yourself, but I also at the same time think that completely not listening to other people and what their opinions on what you should do, I think that you should listen to them.
People have stuff to say, you know. You don't know everything. There's something that you can tell me that I don't know, and vice versa. There just has to be a good blend. You have to know what's good, you have to know what's not good for you, and you just kind of have to blend it.
And there's so much people that are trying to get you to do something that you don't want to do. But at the same time, there is a certain amount of people that really are looking out for you, but you just don't listen to them. And you don't really have to, but as long as you're aware of what they are trying to tell you. And I watched the podcast, and it was talking about fear and why having fear is actually a really important thing for people. Because if you have fear when you go into a situation, that means that you are aware of the outcomes that can possibly happen.
Right.
So, for example, you wanting to ask a girl out, you going up on stage and you doing a show, you doing the morning announcements in the morning and you forgetting a word every single time that you do it. That's me, by the way. It's just you being afraid of the possibilities that can go wrong of you doing a certain thing. That's important because it's you being smart. And I want to kind of bring maybe boxing into this, a boxing match. So I said, I personally don't want to box because I'm aware of the possibilities of brain damage. I'm aware of the possibilities of this and that and that. And there's just a lot of certain things that can go wrong by you doing that. Yeah. And she said, well, you can either be considered a pussy or you can be smart because you haven't had the brain damage in the first place in order to say, you know what, I want to do this again. So I didn't put myself in the situation to do it in order to have it happen again, therefore resulting in maybe more brain damage.
Right.
So obviously every single time that you have a boxing match, there isn't guaranteed brain damage. But I'm just saying, you being afraid of something, maybe there's a possibility that, it's a good thing that you don't do it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't. You
should be scared of everything.
Of course.
Like you shouldn't be like, oh, I'm scared to go, get groceries, so I'm just not gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta face your fears. But
I agree.
But you're walking, you see a bear. I'm scared that bear is gonna kill me. I'm gonna turn around. That's where fear comes in play.
Oh, yeah.
Those are very simple examples. Very basic. No one's gonna walk towards a bear in the right mind. Unless you've been boxing. You got some brain damage.
There's some brain damage from boxing, touching people. So, and that's why I think that having some sort of level of anxiety is important. Because if you are aware of the situations that you're getting in, because I remember you saying you want to talk about mental health.
Right.
So I want to hear what your opinions are on anxiety.
Anxiety?
Yes.
Okay. Anxiety sucks.
Yes.
I have anxiety.
Yeah.
So
do I. But yeah.
It keeps you from doing. Man, that's hard to explain, dude.
You're good.
It's just like. You go first.
Okay.
First. Maybe you'll get something going.
The way that I would explain anxiety is I think there's two forms of anxiety for me. Is I push myself into a lot of either or fallacies.
Okay.
So basically, it'll be if I do this or if I don't do this, either way, I'm doing something wrong. So it makes me afraid to do either, and I sit there and question what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And then regardless of the decision that I make, I think that I'm making the wrong decision because I have to think of it in the first place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
that's
literally,
how my anxiety works.
You will continuously contradict yourself.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay. Me, it's kind of like, I really like, I don't really know how to use it in a sentence, but homeostasis is the state of keeping everything in order, the same, into a trend. And when I can't control something that is going on in my life and will affect me, I will freak out. I will have panic attacks,
Really?
I just get super anxious. Like if something's going on that I can't control and it's bad, I freak out. I'm like, dude, I can't do anything, because as a guy, I feel like I kind of gotta fix some problems, something's going on, at some point someone's gonna need the big strong man to come in and help fix something. So I want to be that guy, but I push myself too hard to be that guy, which is what really messes me up.
That's considered toxic masculinity, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm really glad because I'm very comfortable with my masculinity, very comfortable with my sexuality to the point where I don't feel that I have to force myself to be a man in order to be a man.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I don't feel like I'm making myself be a man. I want to make myself appear as a man. I want people to if you go, I don't know, somewhere, you see some dude, 6'3", tattoos, beard. You'd be like, oh my God, look at that man. You know what I'm saying? That dude will destroy anybody. I want to have that same aura or presence where I walk in and people are like, damn, but I put myself in situations where that's not really possible to get it,
What situations do you put yourself in that result in you feeling that way though?
I mean, just I don't know, conversations, trying to mediate things. It just, sometimes you can't do it.
You can't.
And then sometimes you put yourself in a bad situation, in simplest terms.
And I think that it all goes with confidence, because I think that if you're confident in yourself, confident in who you are as a person, you don't really have to worry about that much. But you said you want to appear as this, so you put pressure on yourself to do that. And that's a big deal, but I can't ever disrespect or not acknowledge someone who does that because I used to do that. That's a big problem with a lot of people.
Right. Yeah. It's something that kind of gets embedded into you,
Yes.
I'm aware of toxic masculinity. I know that's what it is, but I'm kind of just stuck in it now.
Yeah, you just still do it.
That's just how it is.
So what are your ways, how do you personally think that you can fix it yourself?
I mean, it's all self-image. I have a very poor self-image.
Okay.
My weight,
Yeah.
I'm a skinny dude. I was working out, and I was doing really good, mental health wise and everything. And then I messed up my shoulder blade. I was in physical therapy for a couple months. I just got cleared last week to work out again. So I kind of just been in a drought. I was delivering, worked with Blaze. I just quit last week. Hated that job.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? So I'm finally doing things that, I can go to sleep at night and be like, I did good today.
Okay.
Because I didn't.
That's important.
Yeah, I worked hard about my job. I worked for my car. I bought my car, right? And I would put anywhere from 600 to 1,000 miles in my car a week.
Jesus.
And it's bad. It was bad. So I'm sitting here, I'm watching this car that I work for dying.
Yeah.
Like since I started working there, I put, I think 26,000 miles on my car. And that was in October.
And I mean, you have to realize that you're spending money on gas, but I mean, how many times did you have to refill your oil?
Oh, my oil?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know. I don't
exactly.
know.
And
probably 15 times.
Jesus.
No, 10.
I mean,
10.
that's still a lot.
It's still a lot.
Money,
it's actually gotten to a point, I don't, you get your oil changed after like 2,000 miles or whatever. I've been going so much. My sticker, it was said I was supposed to get my oil changed 7,000 miles later. Like, I just get it changed so much that they're just like, dude, it's whatever. Yeah. Like, it's crazy. I haven't got my oil changed in a long time, dude. And my car's doing fine.
Yeah.
So I'm happy I quit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I'm glad that you're taking steps in order to make yourself better in the first place. Yeah. Because a lot of people are afraid of stopping to do something that will result in them maybe being happier. I just had to make the decision myself, and I don't want to turn this away from you to me, but I had to, I don't want to say quit Chick-fil-A, but I had to stop working at Chick-fil-A for the next month. Mm-hmm. I told them I can't work there that much. I have to work on this podcast. I have school, I have work, and then I have no time to myself if I work there. Right. So literally all I am is walking money. I'm just making money. What else do I have to do? I want to have a reason to use that money.
Exactly. Money's nothing if you don't have time.
Exactly. Money means nothing when you don't have a reason to actually use it.
Exactly, yeah.
And I would rather be happy with my nights now than go there and just make money. Because, I mean, now when school ends, I'm probably going to have enough time to be able to work there.
Right, that's exactly why I quit.
Yeah. But for the time being, I can't do it because this takes a lot of my time and whatnot. And now that I'm actually doing the stuff that I want to do and putting myself in situations that I actually want to be in, dude, my self-image, my self-confidence, my self-esteem has boosted so much,
dude. That's awesome. Like that's so cool to hear, bro. I love seeing other guys. Nothing against women, but it's just like the bro mentality. Yeah, I see a dude improving himself. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Like, keep going. That's cool.
And it's really nice because I have the time to actually do the stuff that I want to do now. And I don't mean that in any disrespect towards Chick-fil-A, towards anything else. Right. But I mean, it's just important. And if you are actually doing the stuff that you want to do, I mean, it's a big deal. Is there anything else that you would like to add on to this topic?
Simping.
Okay. That is perfect, and I'm glad that you brought that up because I have another topic that branches off of this.
Oh, nice, dude.
But simping.
Simping.
Why did you want to bring this up?
It's another form of toxic masculinity. It's like, so girls on the internet, right?
Okay.
Well, first off, let's actually go back a little more.
You're good.
Popular culture and everything. Everyone's a hoe. It's kind of sad to say, but most people, especially like in rap culture and stuff, like the people we idolize, they're hoes. Everyone's a thought.
Oh yeah,
for the most part. Yeah. So everyone wants to be a thought, and it's bad, dude. It's so bad. Like Pop Smoke, bitch, I'm a thought.
Give me lit.
Like
I'm
that's
with everything.
Cool.
I'm with everything,
cool, bro. But then people are like, oh, he's a thought. Ooh. I'm about to be treason, and that ain't good, bro. That is not good. That's like, that's a new standard of masculinity. So you got to be, busting it down daily, and that's not good, So that comes up on the rise, I guess. And then simping starts, You respect women, you are a simp. It's like this derogatory term, dude. Like I got a girlfriend, and people are like, simp.
Just because you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, shut up, bro. Honestly, like, I'm not simping. I'm just doing what I want to do and what I feel like I'm supposed to do, bro. Like, I'm not gonna. It's just no, bro. That shit, it's not for me.
No, I'm not a person that can go around and be happy with myself breaking girls' hearts. I can't do that. and I can't be happy with myself. I can't go to sleep at night knowing that I'm playing a ton of women.
Guilt is a bitch.
Guilt is so
Guilt
awful,
will
bro.
gnaw you forever, dude.
And there are some people that just don't feel guilt when it comes to that stuff. I wish I was them, but at the same time, I'm glad that I am who I am.
Sometimes, I mean, I used to be able to like flip my emotions off, man. Like I used to be able to just be like, you know, I'm done. Like for like a day or two, I wake up, I'd be like, I don't care, bro.
Yeah.
And I wasn't, you know, I could sleep at night.
Yeah.
Somehow, sometimes I could sleep at night, but not for me, man. Not it.
And I've tried so, I don't want to say I've tried hard, but I've been trying to be, I don't want to say more emotionless, but let my emotions take less control over me.
Right, dude. Oh my God.
Because sometimes I am way too emotional to the point where I let it make me too anxious. I let it make me stop doing what I want to do.
Oh my God, dude, you're speaking my life, bro.
Speaking the language.
Literally like, oh my God. I don't know, just keep going, man. Sorry.
No, you're good. And I mean, to branch off of the simp thing, I mean, I love to respect women. I do.
Dude, it's a good thing.
It is.
And be a good guy.
I know. I've went out with girls and they've said, "Wow, you're really nice. You
are a nice guy. You're definitely one of the nicest people I've met." So like, you're just a nice guy. Naturally, you're a nice guy. People have to like control themselves around women. They have to either choose to be nice, be rude, be, you know, try to get with them. You know, they can't just be simple. They can't be simps.
And I can't be rude. That is, unless I'm in a...
I can be rude.
Well, yeah, of course I can be rude.
Dick.
I can, oh, dude, I could be an asshole. But the thing is, I'm not just going to be an asshole to you just because you're a woman. I'm not a misogynist.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that are like that, and I think that's really...
It's foul.
It's foul, and it's really, what's the word that I'm trying to get promoted in our culture, especially with all the misogynistic lyrics and whatnot. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, like I said, I've gone out on dates with girls, and they said, "Wow, you're really nice. You're almost too nice. It's kind of scary. I think you're going to kill me." I've had people tell me that.
That's crazy. That's like, oh my God, bro. And if you're like so much of an asshole,
they
start feeling you, dude. They're like, "Yo, this dude cute or something, bro." And you're like, fuck off, you know? Like, you're not a nice, oh my God.
So what I've realized, and I had a podcast with Gina, and she talked about what she found attractive about guys.
Okay.
And I'm starting to realize why she thinks it. Because
I didn't see that one. So I'm very interested.
So basically she said that it's all about confidence that makes a guy, or that makes her interested in a guy.
Confidence?
Yes. So what I'm trying to say is, you can be the most attractive, hot guy, but if you have no game, you have no confidence in yourself that what you're doing, what you're spitting is facts, then the girls just kind of want to see you as a joke. Now, obviously, there are the people that are going to look at you and, you know, want to get with you just because...
judge a book by its cover, kind of.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, that's completely understandable. That's just how we are as a society.
Right.
But I found that interesting because there's also the people that... I'm going to use him as an example. Jack Harlow.
Okay.
He is the perfect, in my eyes, guy who knows how to spit his game and knows when to shut up.
Dude, I will say, I've seen like just videos of him, like shows with him and stuff. He is a funny dude. He is. He just seems like he presents himself really well. You know, he definitely is confident.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he knows his place. He knows when to talk. He knows when to make his sus jokes. And I want to get into Aiden Ross a little bit.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'll explain.
Okay.
So I want to get into him, but the thing is with Jack Harlow, I don't know if you watched him flirt with Doja Cat, but he did it in such a smooth way.
Really?
That yes, he started chatting with her. But the thing was, he knew when to shut up and he knew when to stop, and he did it in a very confident way to make a girl blush.
Yeah.
Which is important because in my eyes, one of my biggest problems at least I'm starting to learn better at it now, is knowing when to stop.
Right.
Because I can say something, I could be in a really confident mood and I could tell, I mean, obviously I don't know, but I have a feeling that the person's feeling it. But then I can say too much and then get a little too overboard and then they stop feeling you. And I think you have to realize when you're trying to spit your game with someone when to stop. And I think that's a really important thing because I'm going to say step number 1, be confident. Step
Definitely
number
be
2,
confident.
Make sure if you're going to say something that if the person screenshot it, you're not going to be embarrassed.
Oh, that's a really good second step.
Yes.
Because honestly, bro, that's a good standard. I've never thought of it like that. But
I think of it that way. Because if I'm ever going to say anything, if you're going to screenshot it, bro, I got to make sure that I look cool while I'm saying it.
It's stamped at that point, you know, if they screenshot it. Like,
or if they save it in the chat or something.
Anything like that.
Yeah. So I'm realizing that. And then number 3, so is be confident. Number 2 is if you're going to say anything, make sure it's okay to screenshot. And then number 3, what was the third one? Wait, what did we get to after that? Oh, it was know when to stop. Okay.
Yeah.
So those are my personal 3 steps. That's my 3-step program. 3
steps to what? Just to
just
score a girl?
Yeah, obviously it's not going to work every time.
I say, be confident. Know what you're getting into.
Oh, that's
I wouldn't shoot in the dark, bro. You know, like, don't go for a girl just because she's cute. Go for a girl, like, I'm saying from a relationship standpoint. Go for a girl that, you know, brings out a good personality in you. And that you feel like you mesh really well with. Because people want girlfriends, they'd be like, I want a girl that loves me for me, right? And, you know, respect. But ever since I've gotten a girlfriend, she's brought out like this whole personality that I didn't even know I had. Like on some real shit, like in the past couple months, dude, like I do shit. I'm like, dude, who am I? But I love it, you know? I'm not ashamed of it because I definitely put it away before because it's like the lovey-dovey, you know, like, you know, like simp personality.
The simp personality.
But now I'm not ashamed of it, bro. Like I love that. And that I think that's what the biggest quality you should look for in a person is someone that makes you content with even the parts you don't like about you.
And that makes you feel better as a person.
Yes,
I agree.
It does make you feel better as a person.
I like that.
Yeah. Wow. I told my dad that and he was like, whoa.
You're learning a little too fast, buddy.
He's like, whoa, slow down, dude.
You're getting a little too old for me, man. So I wanted to talk about Aiden Ross. So I'm going to explain to you in the most simple terms. He's a guy that was on that's on Twitch, right? And he became very popular and famous because he was friends with Bronny James.
Okay.
And then now he's really starting to blow up. And one of his biggest things is sus jokes. So he makes gay jokes, which is fine. I mean, there's always the dude that makes the gay jokes. There's always that guy. But the thing is, and I honestly think that he's funny. I respect the guy. I mean, he's doing himself. And the thing that my opinion on him is he doesn't really know when to stop.
Okay.
Because he made a gay freestyle in front of Polo G.
Ooh.
And he could tell as he was doing it that he did not read the room.
Oh,
and it made him, it was really uncomfortable to watch.
That's so funny, dude. Bro, I could imagine like he was rapping.
Yeah,
dude,
it was bad.
What did he like look around? He's like, they're not bobbing their heads.
I mean, he was an awful freestyler and he said it for himself.
Right, but Polo G. I mean, do it for like Ugly God.
Yeah,
or something, bro. Like, oh my God.
And I think you have to know your place. I'll cut this out and we can watch the video real quick.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Bro, no.
Basically, the reason why I showed that was to just know your place and know the people that you're making the jokes around.
That was so bad, dude. He was like, oh my God,
I'm in
bro.
a stew with the dude.
This is somehow glue, bro. He said we getting hot like glue.
We getting crazy like glue. That was bad, bro.
That was bad. That was the worst thing I've seen in my life. And Polo G was like,
he said,
bro, I gotta switch positions, man.
So I want to talk about what your opinion is on the legalization of drugs in general.
Drugs?
Because I want to give you my opinion really fast, and then I want to see what yours is.
Okay, go.
So my personal opinion is, I know there's going to be a lot of people that disagree with me, but I'm okay with this. I think that all drugs should be legalized.
Legalized?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean every single drug
Every
possible.
drug.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, like, didn't they do that in Oregon?
Yes.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because, first of all, that'll just end the war on drugs in general.
Yes.
There's not going to be any drug war anymore.
Yes, war on drugs was started to make money.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
So that's over with. Second of all, you don't have to worry about people overdosing on shit that they didn't know that was in their drugs in the first place.
Yeah, I mean...
the amount of accidental overdoses on fentanyl infused with seriously anything.
Yeah, fentanyl literally cut with anything, bro. That's
bro,
not a good story.
I mean, I saw some. It was literally, that much
dude,
can kill you.
It's the minuscule amount, like you got to see in a microscope type, and
it'll kill you.
It can kill you.
So that's my opinion, because if you want to do these heavy drugs, if you want to do this stuff, at least you know that you are getting, or what you're getting is real.
Yeah.
And I know this might sound messed up, but it's a lot harder to overdose on those regular drugs than it is to overdose on something that's fentanyl infused.
Yeah, I mean, the catch there is, sometimes you don't overdose on fentanyl infused drugs. Sometimes you just take too many. Sometimes, people will mix drugs or something. Even if it's not, fentanyl and something, it'll be like Adderall and Molly or something. Yeah. I don't know, like some that just chemical imbalance. Just fuck it up. But the thing is with that is, what are you gonna do about like heroin? Like, that has no benefits. That is literally created to ruin your life, I swear.
Speaking of heroin, there is a psychologist at Columbia University. Okay. And he's been on Joe Rogan. He's been on TED Talks. He's been on... he's literally a psychologist at Columbia University. Right. And he openly uses heroin.
What?
Yes. And he literally believes that all drugs should be legalized, and says that his heroin use makes him a better person.
If it works for you, go for it. He's a psychologist. He understands how that works. He can probably find a way to manipulate his own, body and mind. You got to understand before you get into it. And no one knows it that much.
Yeah. And the thing was, he says that it doesn't take away his time, and he literally designates time in his day for his heroin use. And he does it. Yes, and he does it with his partner. He has kids. He has a loving relationship with his kids.
Does he look like
a
drug addict?
No, he does not.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
He looks like a healthy guy.
That's crazy. Yes. Whoa, dude.
You look at any sort of heroin addict. If you think of one, you think of someone with their teeth. Skinny, their teeth rotten out. Exactly.
Yeah.
He looks very healthy.
That's crazy.
It's really scary, because I had to talk about this in my psychology class, and the discussion that we were having was, do you think that this guy is just trying to warrant his drug addiction and making it seem that he's actually not addicted, but he truly is? And we were having that talk, because addicts do anything in order to justify what they're doing.
Right, they'll manipulate the whole situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So is he doing that, or is he just really smart and he works at Columbia University?
You can't fake. That there's physical tolls with that. Like we said, you can, if you see somebody that, has a heroin problem, you can typically tell.
Oh my God, yes.
But he doesn't seem like he has a heroin problem. He just has heroin.
Yeah, he just does heroin.
That's wild to me.
It's insane.
I don't understand, what chemicals it releases. I don't know how it works.
I can explain to you. Basically, heroin I'm not sure whether it's an opiate or no, it's an opioid. Okay. Because opiates are basically derivatives, I believe, of opioids. So basically, codeine, so perks, and codeine and lean, those are all basically opiates.
Okay.
And an opioid is heroin. So basically, I'm pretty sure heroin is basically the end all be all of I guess the opioid.
I mean, that is the like top dog drug, man.
Exactly.
Like, oh my god.
Which is why they call lean liquid heroin.
Yeah.
So
I mean, slowly destroys you.
I mean, and it's a derivative of heroin basically because there's morphine. Because heroin is basically morphine. It's really confusing.
It's morphine?
In a sense, yes. It's basically it's all under a family tree of morphine.
That's
the opium poppy plant.
Crazy. I shouldn't what, dude?
Yeah. So I also read that if you eat enough poppy seeds, you can actually test positive on a drug test.
Yes.
Because
I've actually had a teacher tell me that.
Really?
He was like, you ever have a drug test scheduled? For a job or something. Yeah. So walk in eating a bagel with poppy seeds. He said they'll tell you to go home and wait for your whatever to clear.
Seriously?
Yeah, because I mean, you walk in with you're gonna test positive, you know. And if they see that, then they know it's a false positive. So they're like, you need to go home, cleanse yourself.
So your teacher was literally straight up.
Oh, dude, he literally gave me the hookup. Like that was my freshman year. He told me that. I was like, what, dude? I'm never going to put it to the test.
Yeah, of course not.
I'm not going to take that stupid risk, but possibility.
I know.
Maybe you down a couple before you go in and then walk in with one. Really like full on poppy seeds.
Dude, that's crazy. Did you know about the opium war in China?
No.
So there was a opium war in China, and I'm going to do a little bit more research if I'm messing up my words to put in the bottom of the description. Basically, there was an opium war in China in between Britain and China, obviously. So what happened was China did not want to trade with England. And it was during the late 1800s, early 1900s, I believe.
Okay.
And what England did was they illegally imported a ton of opioids into China. And got them all addicted to opioids in order basically to make them trade.
That's
with Britain.
Crazy. Yes. That's messed up, dude.
Yes.
That happens. That's
God,
that's like the war on drugs.
Mm-hmm.
They just push drugs into highly populated, poor areas, and you've seen how it's been.
Yeah. And I mean, the scary part is basically the rebuttal or I guess the counter argument to what I said about the whole legalization. Now, I mean, everyone is going to be able to get drugs if we do that then.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just go to the store and there's going to be a heroin store.
Yeah, I mean, another thing about drugs being illegal is you have the ability to, there's people doing drugs, there's people selling drugs. That's where the big, that's where shit gets real, is when people start selling opioids, heroin, you are giving people this shit. You might not even know what's in it.
No
you know
shot.
what I'm saying? Some people, you get it from one person, you just sell it to the next. You don't even look at it, something like that. And people are dying,
I know.
bro. People will purposely lay something, kill somebody, so people know it's good.
Yeah. Oh my God, I know.
That is insane.
I was talking to someone and they said that what someone did was every time that they sold a person heroin, they would give them all of the funeral notes of the people that had died from using their drugs and said, yeah, this is how good my shit is.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
People are crazy.
Yeah, I was watching something and I think it was crack. It might have been heroin.
Okay.
This is quite a topic.
I know. It's a very interesting topic.
This dude, selling heroin. It was like they had this whole the whole neighborhood was under this big how do I say, it was like a mob gang,
Okay.
They had an orchestrated drug trade going on. And he was saying we kind of just randomly pick, every 500 sales or something, we'll give them some laced. It's just, kind of pick a name out of a hat, kind of, and that's who dies.
What the hell,
And then
bro?
he always says they prepare because once that person dies, they're everybody comes shopping. It's like Black Friday, dude. He said it's insane. And they showed it. Like, it's like the shows, the follow.
Yeah, of
They
course.
got everything.
The Vice shows.
Yeah, and I'm just watching. I'm like, I can't believe people here, oh my God, I'm doing the same drug that just got this guy killed. Let me go get some more.
I mean, dude, you have to realize if you're an addict, bro, you don't care what you are taking.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, it just boggles my mind.
It does.
It's crazy.
And I combat the counter argument with, if we stop looking at drugs as a prison problem, there's going to be so much less people that are in the prisons, and we can make people that have drug issues, we can make it more of a rehabilitation thing. We should
Rehabilitation is very important.
To rehab centers,
yeah,
bro.
That's another thing they did in Oregon, right? If you had like a drug problem, you didn't get sent to jail, you got sent to rehab.
Yes.
And people were like, you come out, some people come out a better person. You come out, you don't feel the need to take, whatever you're on. That's awesome. People, you don't walk out of jail like, free.
Yeah.
You're not like, I don't need nothing. You walk out, you're like, shit, where the crack at?
Yeah, exactly. And I watched a Joe Rogan podcast. It was with Demi Lovato.
Okay.
And she was talking. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about all that.
So she was talking about her drug use and how she overdosed.
Right.
And she said she would have killed herself if it wasn't for her heroin. Because she started really blowing up when she was young, and she was a very depressed person.
Okay.
She's a very depressed human being. And she said it herself, if it wasn't for her heroin, she would have killed herself.
Wow.
Yeah. So because of the drugs, she actually kept herself alive. Obviously, it ended up making her overdose.
Right, yeah.
But it kept her alive enough to the point where now she considers herself California sober, which is just smoking a lot of weed.
Well, that actually brings me to my stance on legalizing specific drugs. I'm not a fan of opioids. I'm not a fan of pills.
Yeah, of course not. It's disgusting. I agree.
It's bad. I mean, obviously it has its perks. You go through a big surgery. They prescribe you like Percocets or something. It's going to help.
Yeah.
But it has so many negative connotations to it that I don't know if it's worth it.
Become an addict.
But weed.
Okay.
It bothers me that weed is illegal. I'm actually going to pull up a quote.
No, you're fine.
Because the whole reason it was made illegal is, like the war on drugs. It was basically just made to make money. Nixon's aid. War on drugs.
I also want to bring up a topic right after you mentioned that. And we discussed that, obviously.
Okay. So, what is his name? I got to find this. John Ehrlichman. He was President Nixon's aide. I don't know what an aide is.
Yeah.
But so this isn't like a question and answer thing. He said, "You understand what I'm saying? We knew we couldn't make it illegal to either be against the war or black, but by getting the public to associate the hippies with marijuana and blacks with heroin, then criminalizing both heavily, we could disrupt those communities."
Yep.
And that's why it's still illegal.
That's fucking insane.
That's why it was made illegal. That's why it's still illegal. It was not. It's not. It doesn't mess with your brain. When it first happened, it was like marijuana makes you a killer.
Yeah, because it was reefer. It was Reefer Madness. There was a movie called Reefer Madness.
It's the stupid. No, and everyone knows now.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Every person. I would say probably 75% of Americans have smoked weed.
Yeah, I mean that's just a number, but I understand. I get what you're trying to say.
It just boggles me. It helps so many things. Like Crohn's disease.
What's the one with the eyes? It helps with eyes, I believe.
With eyes?
Yeah, with vision. If you have something with your vision, I can't remember what it's called, but it helps with that.
I mean, it's just the list goes on. It's crazy and it's illegal.
It's an inflammatory, or it's a anti-inflammatory, right? As well.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, because it stops pain.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. It's like the ultimate painkiller. It's natural. I mean, it helps with countless diseases and whatever. And it's just, how many times do you get laced weed? I've heard stories of people getting laced weed. That doesn't happen, bro. I'm sorry. That doesn't happen. Like, I've never seen it. I don't think I'll ever see it. And I mean, if it gets legalized, obviously it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not talking about like, do you know what K2 is?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. Obviously, that's real. But people are saying like they got weed with like some type of like hallucinogenic in it, you
with
know?
PCP, with
yeah,
fentanyl.
bro. I'm
yes.
like,
it's called wet. I'm pretty sure.
I'm like, no, bro. Honestly, you probably just got too high. Because people get fried and they're like, oh my God, I got laced. Oh my God. And then they're freaking out. And then they convince themselves that they got laced. But in reality, bro, chances are you got too high.
chances are you probably got pretty
couldn't
fried.
take it, man. You got to take a step back and tap out.
Yeah, I gotcha. No, I mean, there's definitely been instances where people have gotten lace weed, but
yeah,
it's probably a lot less than what we
it doesn't happen nearly as often as pills. I mean,
oh my God.
The thing is the volume of people that buy weed on a daily basis, you know, I mean, certain streets, you know, you walk outside, you walk to the corner, you wait for the weed man to get there, you know what I'm saying? He sits there all day. You do your thing. It just happens so much that the quantity of people that actually do get lace weed, it's such a small amount. It's almost like not substantial.
And I'm not sure, but I'm just going to take a guess. The people that are getting lace weed are probably the people that have done something in order to get the lace weed in general. Obviously, I don't know that.
I've never and first off, I mean, in order to sell someone anything laced, you know what you're getting into.
Yes.
And it's weed, so it's going to be easily traceable. It's not going to be like, you know, a pill dissolves in your body, gone, you know, and you don't know where it came from. You know, most people know who the weed man is just around the area. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't off the top of my head tell you where the coke, the heroin, the Percocets are. I could tell you where the weed is.
Yeah,
you know,
I can tell you where the weed guy is.
Everybody knows where it is. So it's just not going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it all will go back to the one person.
It'll all come back.
And it would be really stupid for the weed man to sell lace weed.
Yeah, I mean, you get to a point. I feel like this next 30 seconds I'm about to say, I have to cut out.
You're fine.
You get to a point in the game, right? You know, there's people around you on the same level of selling things. You know, they're buying like 200 carts or, you know, just ounces of weed and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they have the plugs.
Yes.
So it's like a family tree, you know? It links to more, and then they have the plugs.
Yes.
It all will go back to someone, and they will not get away with it, dude. It's so easily traceable. It's just stupid. It's just, oh my God. People are dumb. I hate how stupid people are.
That is hilarious. You just opened my mind to literally the pyramid scheme of selling drugs.
It's a huge pyramid.
Actually, it is a pyramid scheme.
It's a huge pyramid scheme.
I didn't even think of that.
Exactly.
It is.
Nobody knows that. When you sit down and look at it, it is the biggest pyramid scheme in America is drugs.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's investments. You triple your money, you get more people into it. You know what I'm saying?
Holy shit.
You get drugs, you're like, yo, bro, I'm going to sell you these 10 whatever for a cheap price. You sell it to someone else, make yourself some money. And it'll keep going down. And it'll go forever until it, you know, you don't need it anymore.
Yeah, of course. Dude, that's insane.
Very interesting stuff.
Very interesting. I love this conversation. I had a conversation with my teacher. He was trying to say those people that are in pain, they can take their pain from a 7 to a 1 if they do a perk. But they could take their 7 to maybe, I don't know, a 5 with ibuprofen. And obviously, I don't know. I don't do those sorts
I'd be
of
doing
drugs.
ibuprofen when I got a headache or something.
Yeah, of course. But so what he was trying to say is, if you, I don't know, I mean, I've seen people talk about on Instagram comments or YouTube comments where people have literally broken their leg, they've done a perk, and they think they can walk because they feel absolutely no pain.
That's crazy. I've seen this dude skateboarding, right? And he was like it was like a lengthy video, I guess, like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You can tell this dude's off it, bro. And he falls, breaks his leg. And he's sitting there. He's like, oh my God, look at my leg. He's like, my thing, bro. Like no one, like he didn't care, dude. He
had
didn't
no
really,
pain.
He was sitting there. He's like, I'm so chill about this right now. Like, I don't even feel nothing.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. I was like, what, bro? Like that. Oh my God.
And I'm saying that because I actually used to have this. There was these things that I used to have called rebound headaches, I think they were called.
Okay.
And it was, I would take ibuprofen to get rid of headaches. However, I took so much ibuprofen to get rid of my headaches that the ibuprofen caused myself headaches. So I would have to get in the cycle of me taking ibuprofen. I had to cut myself out of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You just had to like.
I had to just stop taking it.
Like,
and
so
I
if
had
you
to
get
deal
a
with a
headache,
headache.
you just deal with it?
I had to deal with it. So
that sucks.
Yeah, my nurse told me that I should only take ibuprofen 1 or 2 times a week if I ever get a headache. Because if I do
like if it's like really bad, then
yeah,
okay,
of course.
Okay.
And yeah, literally rebound headaches are actually a thing. It's
That's
terrifying.
crazy. That sucks. That's like in a loop of headaches.
I'd
be so pissed.
Dude, it was so angry. It was so tiring, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck, man.
Do you have a bodily, what's the word? I don't want to sound weird when I say this.
Just something different?
Do you have a urge or a niche or something in your body that happens when you know something's wrong or you're in an uncomfortable situation?
Yeah.
Really?
Multiple.
Okay.
When I'm agitated or I'm really mad, I mean that's the same thing. But like really mad, or I'm just like get really emotional.
Mm-hmm.
I have like the NBA YoungBoy indent in my forehead.
Really?
Right? And when I get mad, it gets deeper. And it almost like gets dark. It's really weird. It's kind of creepy. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like from like furrowing my eyebrows so much that it like indents, but it gets like dark up here. And so like, if I look in the mirror and I see that, I'm like, yo, I gotta chill, bro. Like that's when I'm really worked up.
That's crazy.
That's really it. Just, gut feelings.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I either get a headache, because I already told you, the headaches is my go-to. Or if I'm in a situation where I'm really uncomfortable, I get tunnel vision. So basically, I can only focus on one thing at a time.
Oh, wow.
So I get a headache, and it's a certain headache. I'm pretty sure it feels as if I have a band over my head, or I feel something's wrapped around my head.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure they're called tension headaches.
That sounds like shit.
Yeah.
That sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
Actually, now they mentioned that, I mean, it's not pain, but when I get really anxious, I noticed I started going to like some parties like probably a year and a half ago or something. And I only went to a couple of them at this house. And I started having like anxiety attacks. I guess when I first noticed I had anxiety, like I was like, what the hell? And my legs, like I kind of lose control of my legs.
Really?
Like I sit and they'll literally like be like this, bro, like all over the place. I can't stand straight. I can't walk straight. Like I look like I'm drunk or something. Even like, I mean, in school or anything, like I always have some type of anxiety. I'm always worried about, the way I walk, the way I talk.
Oh, really?
Just the way I look. Everything around me makes me anxious.
Oh, dude, that sucks. That's
I walk like a weirdo. Like I walk on my toes. I don't like when I walk, my legs like kind of cross and I go like all over the place. Like I'm just there's so much on my mind that I can't even keep my legs steady. It's crazy and it's constant.
So my question to you, actually, no, I'm gonna compliment you. I'm gonna say I'm glad that you're aware of your problems.
Thank you.
Because a lot of people aren't.
Very important.
Because the most important thing to me is being aware that you have a problem in the first place.
Yeah, self realization or actualization is super, like it's a big step in your life, in your job, in your relationship, anything. If you can realize something that you do, and even if you like it or dislike it, you use that. You can either fix it or work on it and just make things better in some way.
And this is something that I personally push, and other people disagree. Some people are more likely to blame things on other people, and I understand the reason on why behind people would do that. But when I find myself taking accountability for the situations that I put myself in, or just me being in a situation in general, and I say, you know what, I put myself in the situation in the first place. I shouldn't have been an idiot. I should have realized there was red flags from the start.
Right.
I've realized that is happening, and I just tell myself, you know what, you made a mistake. You did it. Just don't do it the next time. If you do it again, I mean, just try not to do it.
There's no point in dwelling on the past.
There's not.
You can't change it. Like, I mean, dude, seriously, I don't know. Oh, I didn't mean to put that there.
No, you're fine.
You can sit there. No, I'm saying like You move some, simple. You put it there. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Are you going to sit there and bitch about it? You can,
Okay.
There's no point. It's not like you put it there. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. If I complain enough, it'll be over there. You got to do something. You got to do something about it. You can't sit and complain and bitch your whole life and expect something to just kind of fall into your hands. You got to take some shit sometimes.
And there are situations, I kind of want to bring back the relationship thing. There are situations where being a pick-me boy actually works.
What do you mean, like simping almost?
Yes, but a pick-me... So I'm not saying being a pick-me boy is good at all, because it's not. Because you're literally wanting a person to want you because they feel bad for you. But there are situations where that works, and it's kind of scary. Because, I mean, if you say, oh, I've never kissed a girl before, oh, I've never done this, oh, I've never done that, you're in a sense manipulating the other person into feeling bad for you, therefore they're going to do something for you.
Right.
And that's pretty messed up.
It's messed up, but manipulation works.
It does.
It's sad, but it works.
And I hate the word manipulation, because I wish there were two different words that meant that, because manipulation is not always a bad thing, but it's always associated with negativity.
Right. When you say, the word manipulate, you automatically think whoever's doing it is a bad person.
Yes.
You're like, oh my God, he's manipulative.
Yeah.
That's it. That's something that someone describes their ex as. Oh, he's manipulative. You're like, oh God. Right. Yeah. Manipulative. It's a bad thing.
No. And
typically.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, this is just a stupid, and this is kind of me straw manning it, but I mean, you could turn off a light and say, I just manipulated the lights.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much meaning.
It's just changing a situation.
Of course.
Yeah, that's all.
And the thing is, you can manipulate someone in a bad way, or you can manipulate someone for good. And I never mentioned this, and I'm mad that we never... There's so much stuff that we could have added on to certain conversations, which I'm glad... No, I'm glad that we got into this. Speaking of manipulation, dude, I mean, there are just so many people that are starting to act like Hoodville on Instagram.
Hoodville, you mean ghetto?
No. Do you know what the account is? Hoodville on Instagram?
No.
You've never seen that before. No. It's basically promoting people to act like Future.
Like Future?
Yes.
Like the rapper Future?
Yes, Future. Do you know what I'm talking about? Basically... Oh, God. All right.
The things I know about Future, bro, not much. Drinks codeine every day.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna pull up a Hoodville post for you.
This is interesting.
You've never heard of Hoodville before?
I'm not. I only use social media for sports anymore.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna lie. These Hoodville texts are really funny. Basically, it's what you would send an ex to kind of manipulate them in order.
God,
but it's really funny.
Are you acting like Future? Why?
Yeah. So I mean, this one right here says me on your girl's Instagram looking for signs of unhappiness.
Oh my God, dude.
And then it says, let's not use that one. This shit is textbook certified street tendencies. If she ever hits you up randomly, it's because her man messed up and she tried to make him jealous and post her and her street activities to prove a point. Don't be catching feelings, because once he go buy her that Birkin or Chanel bag, she back in his arms like a running back. If y'all single, y'all need to have at least 5 shawties in rotation on your roster, bro.
Yo.
People like that, bro.
Oh, nah, man.
And people read that shit and say, yo, facts.
People look at that, they be like, that's me.
Yeah, bro.
And they smile about it, man.
I can't do that.
I mean, I guess, there's people that can, there's people that can't. Yeah, and if you can, if everyone's on board, you know what I'm saying? Don't. If 3 of those girls are in love with you and think they got a future with you, what you're doing is wrong. If they're all, that's treason. If they're all treaches, it's your life.
Yeah, of course. Then they don't care.
Not my problem. Yeah.
Have you seen Blueface's? I think it's called Blue Girls Club.
What? No.
You haven't seen it?
Is it a club? Please tell me it's a club.
It's basically,
it's not a club.
He started his own Bad Girls Club. You know what that is?
No.
It's basically
I don't know anything.
No, you're good. It's a girls TV show. I actually don't know that much about it, but basically, Bad Girls Club is a TV show where they get a ton of girls and they throw them in a house. And basically, they have to live with each other, and there's just a ton of beef and whatnot.
That just sounds bad.
Yeah. So basically, Blueface created his own bad girls club with all of girls that are basically in love with him. All of his, quote unquote thoughts.
Oh.
And
what?
yes. Yup.
Is he living there too?
I'm not sure if he's living there.
Oh, man.
But he said on there, he said, all right, y'all are all getting tattoos of me or y'all leaving and going home.
Dude, I saw on Instagram some chick was getting a tattoo of him. Like,
yeah, there were
not
4
long
or
ago.
5 girls.
Bro, that's crazy. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's some people that I guess are cut for that, or I don't know. It's just some people like it.
Dude, I couldn't live with myself if I were to
you
do
dedicate,
that,
you put a tattoo on yourself, a permanent image of your baby daddy. Sugar daddy. My bad. Yeah. Sugar daddy. That's even worse. Baby daddy, okay. Sugar daddy. You got problems, girl.
I mean, I personally could never get a tattoo of my significant other. I couldn't. Even if I was married, dude. I can't.
That is so like... I don't think I could. I definitely respect. I mean, no, actually, I don't really respect it. I've never seen someone get a tattoo involving their significant other and they're still married. Which is true. I've actually seen multiple people with those tattoos who have since been divorced.
Seriously?
Yeah, and I think what it is have you ever watched Criminal Minds?
I haven't.
Okay, in the 3rd episode or something, this guy's a detective, and he's talking to this random kid, and this kid's like, "Oh, you're a detective, you know nothing about me," trying to be a smart ass. Yeah. And the detective's like, "Your girlfriend thinks she's gonna break up with you, or your girlfriend thinks you're gonna break up with her."
Okay.
And he's like, "How do you know that?" And he was wearing this necklace. It was Japanese text that said "forever," and that made me think, because typically when someone will get a tattoo of their significant other, it's kind of I'm doing this to kind of commit to you.
Yeah.
Like that necklace. It's doing this kind of re-promising that we're committed to each other. And if you're not getting matching tattoos, you're committing they're not.
Oh.
That's end of the story. That's how it is. You're not going to get a tattoo of someone else if they're not going to get it.
I wouldn't dude, I'm not going to lie. And if I were to be with a girl and she got a tattoo of me, I wouldn't get a tattoo of her. I wouldn't do that. I just can't.
I mean, dude, that is a tricky. If y'all been married,
I still
I
wouldn't
just
want to
don't
do
think
it.
you should do it. Yeah, and now I'm thinking about it. Don't do it. I don't think it's ever a good idea.
It's not.
I mean, unless your significant other is passed away.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah,
that's
okay,
true.
Do your thing. That's okay. I respect that. But don't just tattoos. That's not a good idea. I don't care, man.
Do you want any tattoos? I talked to my last person about it.
I want to get yatted.
Really?
I'm talking hella tattoos.
Okay.
I want to wait till I'm 165 pounds because I'm skinny. So I want to have a good base. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I want to get 2 sleeves. I want my chest, maybe my stomach, part of my back, my legs. I want it done. If I'm successful, maybe the neck, maybe the hands. But I got to be a millionaire to do that. I ain't going to be a dog kennel owner with neck tattoos, bro.
I don't know. Dog kennel. Well, I mean, any sort of business owner that's successful makes a lot of bread, dude.
And I have actually this guy, he did hydrotherapy with dogs.
Okay.
So it's
What's that?
It's it's a physical therapy. So we used to take this dog. It was my boss's dog. He's a Rottweiler. His legs, I don't know, they're deformed. I don't know what's wrong with him. He walks funny. I feel bad laughing, but it just looks weird.
You're fine.
So he messed up his leg or something. So we used to take him. It's a little container, I guess. Probably about this long.
Yeah, I got you.
And they fill it 6 inches with water or a foot with water, depending on how big the dog is, and they'll just walk on this treadmill in the water. And it's basically physical therapy, but
dogs.
Yeah, it's really cool. But anyway, the guy that did it, bro, was yatted. I'm talking, holy shit. Bro had every spot of his exposed body other than his face and his neck just covered. And it was awesome. I love tattoos. They all got stories. If you get a tattoo for no reason, stop. You get a tattoo, you're oh man, that looks so cool. Get that. No, stop what you're doing. If someone looks at your tattoo and goes, "Oh, what's that?" You better have an explanation, or else it's just something on your skin.
I like it.
Yeah. I got a lot of ideas for tattoos. They all got meaning, I want a story to be told on my body. You know, that's what I like about it. It's a way to display you in a super unique way. Like probably one of the most unique features about me is my hair.
Okay.
Hella people got red hair. But if I got, a certain tattoo on my arm, no one else has got that. And no one else has got it for the same reason, that's for sure. So, you got something super unique, something that can tell a story. And I think it looks super fucking cool. I love it. What about you?
I don't want any tattoos, dude. And I completely respect anyone that wants them.
Yeah.
I just don't want them
not
myself.
For you?
No,
yeah, I've met plenty of people that don't think it's for them. I mean, I just can't wait, bro. I'm scared about like the pain, but I ain't no bitch. I've been waiting my whole life, bro, for some tattoos. I'm just going to go through with it.
I hear that.
So
I wanted to get to another topic that I was thinking, and we mentioned it before we started this. At what point, and it kind of has to do with the accountability, when when you know that someone is making the wrong decision. So we could talk about a tattoo here. You could say someone could be wanting a face tattoo, right? And you know for a fact that maybe you shouldn't get this face tattoo, right? You think maybe you're not going to get a job. You don't think that they're going to be, because I mean, I guess face tattoos are associated with maybe rappers.
Yeah, people associate tattoos with violent people.
Okay.
A lot. Like gang members, stuff like that. Yeah.
So my question to that is, at what point do you stop trying to help the person when you realize that they're going in too deep, or when you realize that they're making a mistake? So, for example, this person could be wanting to get the face tattoo, but they want to go into a job in business. And you say, I don't think you should do this because you're not going to be able to get a job in business if you have face tattoos, dude. And then they do it, and then they don't. Obviously, this isn't guaranteed, but they don't get the job in business anymore. At what point do you think that you could have done more, or is that ultimately their decision?
Their decision. You go into a tattoo shop. You sit there. You fill out paperwork. You sit. It's like, you ever been on King Ka?
Yeah. No, I haven't.
Okay.
I was too young.
No.
I wasn't tall enough when I went there.
I just went to Six Flags twice, like a month ago. And I went on it only once. Fuck that ride. But when you go and you just sit and you look at it. You can't do anything. You're in the roller coaster. You just have to sit and wait for you to fucking launch forward at like 150 miles an hour. It's crazy. The thing is about a tattoo is you're sitting in that waiting room. You can leave. The thing, like with just roller coasters, you can't get up. You don't have a choice. With tattoos, you think it through. You sit there. I mean, people get a tattoo drunk.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if you're a tattoo artist, I don't think you should tattoo someone drunk.
I wouldn't tattoo someone who's drunk.
That shit.
I wouldn't feel okay with myself.
Yeah, I would hate myself.
Yeah.
But I mean, they thought about it. Yeah. I have a friend with a neck tattoo.
Okay.
And before he got it, he was like, yo, I'm thinking about getting a neck tattoo. And I was like, I'm going to be real with you. I don't think you should get it. Okay. He's 18. I was like, you don't know how your life is going to play out. Like right now, you might think you're just going to, I don't know, be a welder or something. Yeah, just some random, like where if you have a neck tattoo, it's not going to hurt your chances that much.
Yeah, no shot.
You don't know. And I mean, people don't start businesses until they're 40. People don't actually hit like their sweet spot in life until their 30s or something. Yes. Like it's so unpredictable that I don't think it should even be a question until after you know what's going on. If you've hit like your peak in life, you've had your big moment and it just didn't go anywhere and you're going to end up like, I don't know, somewhere where you can have neck tattoos, go for it, But if you're young, it's super unpredictable. I mean, 2 years ago, I thought I was going to be getting ready to leave for college around now. Yeah. I'm staying home. I'm doing seed, like just because of COVID. That. Like, it's so unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? So if you think you can dictate you're basically setting, you know, a bar for yourself where, you know, you have this neck tattoo or a face tattoo or hands, you know, if you have a button down shirt and you can see a tattoo, it will hurt your chances at a job.
Yeah.
And I mean, once you get it, there's nothing you can do.
I know.
You can get it laser removed, but that shit hurts.
That hurts.
That shit hurts.
And it costs a lot of money.
It costs a lot of money. And I don't know if you've seen videos of it. You see how it blisters up and boils. Oh my God. It like, I would never do that. Unless
I like your opinion on that.
Yeah, I really think life is way too unpredictable to be making a decision at this age about, you know, what you're going to do.
And the thing was, me starting this podcast, I was kind of afraid that in the future, adults will look at, or my future jobs will look at what I'm doing and try to take something that I said out of context, maybe clip it and say, oh,
it's how it goes, man.
Yeah, and it's just how it goes, but I know who I am as a person, and if you like me, you know me, I will talk to you, I will explain to you. If you have a question and you want clarification on what I said, ask me.
Hell yeah.
And I will gladly give you my answer.
Hell yeah.
But if you try to change what I tried to say, manipulate it, we're going to use that word,
say that,
into what your opinion is of what I'm trying to say, that's wrong, because you should let me clarify what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And which is why I love doing this podcast in general, and I'm trying to be more clear on the things that I am trying to say.
Right.
I try to stay a little bit more on certain topics so we could both speak about them more. So there's less of a chance that someone says, oh, that's what he meant when he was saying that.
Right.
And you give people less of an opportunity to say that.
Clarity is a very important thing,
Oh,
especially in
1,000%.
this environment.
Yes.
You say, you know, there's some things if we were like live or something and someone slipped up, it could be over like that.
Oh my God,
like so quick. You do got to be careful. It's a very interesting industry, I guess.
I know. And I try to be careful, and I always tell my principal, the teachers at school who are, no one is opposed to what I'm doing, but I say I try to push the limits as much as possible to the point where it'll create views and it'll create a little bit of controversy, but not enough to the point where I'm not going to get a job while I'm older.
Nice. I like that. Just kind of shake it up.
Yeah.
Just kind of, you know, just get some separate ideas in there. You know, there's nothing wrong with sharing opinions.
No.
And just...
especially on the drug topic. Do you think a normal Joe is going to try and talk about that on their podcast?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not. That's definitely, you said drugs. I was like...
yeah.
But it's a good topic. And there's interesting things. There's real life things going on.
And, I mean, there's things that we are seeing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, holy shit, bro. I didn't grow up in the ghetto, right? I live in Dover. Yeah. Okay. I live around my neighborhood. Pretty bad area. But I live in a good neighborhood. Okay. But holy shit, dude. I walk out my neighborhood, bro. You see it all. I've seen people get shot. I've seen people, you know, dead on the street, like from an overdose.
Really?
Like,
You've seen that?
Just crazy shit, bro. You see it like too much. And it's just, it's so real. It's gotten to the point where I can't ignore it, you know? Yeah. I mean, I was driving home the other day from work. I don't know what went on, but there's a neighborhood that just got built right next to mine. It looks really nice. But they put it in a bad spot because it's closer to the ghetto neighborhoods than it is to the nicer neighborhoods. Okay. So it very quickly got ghetto. And I mean, it's been there probably 2 years. I was driving home from work a couple weeks ago, and there's probably 10 cop cars, 3 ambulances, you know, standoff, like real shit. Like, and I'm like, dude, I live right there. I could see my house, I could see the cops, or I could see my neighborhood, I could see the cops. And I'm just like, it's crazy. It's literally like in my backyard. I know. You know, and it's in everyone's backyard.
And I think that it's important for us being 18, 17 years old, having these conversations, because whether or not you want to listen to it in general, but everyone has an opinion. Yeah. No matter how old you are, no matter who you are, ethnicity, race, sexuality.
Someone has a stance.
Yes.
There's not everyone's gonna have the same stance,
No.
which is what's interesting, because I'm so passionate about things, and I have my reasons, and I want to see why people are passionate about it for different reasons. Like I want to see an opposing argument, with someone equally passionate about something, and I want to see really like where that goes. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something like, I guess just like drugs, like legalization of drugs. Like someone's super against it, someone's super for it. There's good pros and cons to everything. You just have to discuss. Don't argue.
Yes.
Discuss.
It's all about being civil.
Being civil, being mature, just being people.
And I'm not sure whether or not, because it hasn't happened yet, I'm not sure what's going to happen when I have someone on that really disagrees with me and they start getting, and for example, say they started getting angry. I don't know what I'm going to do in that situation. Because I don't want to get angry.
Yeah.
It kind of rubs off.
You're not going to please everyone. There will be a point in time where that happens.
I know.
And it's going to be good. I
know. I'm excited for it, but I'm also scared at the same time, because who's it going to be? What's the topic going to be about?
So far, you have close personal connections with everyone that's been on the podcast. Yeah. And that trend may keep up, but not every person you have close connections with is going to agree with you.
Of course not.
And then when the disagreements really start and when that shit starts flowing, it's going to get juicy.
And that's what I love, because it's not, I don't have people on that I know are going to agree with me.
Yeah.
And it's not that I have people I have on that I know are going to disagree with me. It's just I have people on that I know are interesting and have fun opinions and are willing to talk about them. And that's my go-to. That's why I had you on, because I know that you feel passionate about certain things that I also have an interest in, because you talk about mental health a lot, and I have a very strong opinion on mental health.
Right. Very important.
And I'm glad that we bounced back on each other and we have similar opinions. But if you had a differing opinion, I would love to have heard it.
Exactly. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. A big thing with it's really hard sometimes for me to really like sit down and look at someone's other side. Like, I'm super passionate about the legalization of marijuana, because I think it's morally wrong that it's illegal in the first place, just because of why it's illegal.
Yeah, of course.
And I really don't think I could sit and have a discussion with someone who thinks it should be illegal. I really don't think I could handle it. I think I just get up and walk out, because it's so wild to me that it's illegal in the first place. It's so wild. Oh my God, dude, I did a project on it in sophomore year, and my teacher, she was like, wow. She was like, you really changed my opinion a little on this.
Seriously?
Yeah. Like, I was like, there's this thing after, I think it was the finals, or like one of the NBA finals. Klay Thompson comes in, post-game interview, opens up a beer and starts drinking it.
Okay.
Beer is legal.
Yeah.
No one gave a shit, right? They're like, why are you drinking beer? Long day. Elon Musk on a podcast smokes a joint. He got fined. He got, demoted in his job. He took a huge blow for something that doesn't kill people, that really doesn't alter your mood to make you violent.
No.
It doesn't put as many lives at stake as alcohol does, as pills do, as, bigger drugs. It's honestly probably the safest drug.
I would agree.
There's
other than obviously, safest, I guess, illegal drug. Is that what you?
Yeah. You
could say ibuprofen's a drug.
Yeah, ibuprofen, NyQuil, shit like that. Whatever,
Let's not talk about NyQuil though, because you can actually.
Okay, that's true. People be going crazy on the NyQuil, dude.
It's the DXM, man. All right, go on. My bad.
Shit. What was I even saying?
We were talking about the legalization of weed, and if someone were to disagree with you on it.
Yeah, I actually think I kind of got around to my point. I
understand.
There's a couple things I'm very passionate about.
Yeah, of course.
And I don't think my mind can be changed no matter what. I think I've done extensive research on it. It's interesting. I did the project, it was a presentation, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really It's one of the only things in school I've really taken pride in. I think that was my best project. There was an essay with it. Yeah. Shit was fire, dude. I did good, bro. I was like, yeah, I turned it in. I was feeling real good about myself, you know?
I like it.
Yeah.
And I might get some backlash for saying this, but I don't really care. I really respect Steven Crowder for sitting down. Do you know who that is?
Wait, go on with what you're saying.
I don't want to call him far right because I don't think he's far right, but he's a conservative. But basically, he says his topics, and they're fairly conservative ideas. But he sits down and he goes to college campuses, and he has I can't think of the exact word. He has a certain playlist on his YouTube channel that's all designated towards Change My Mind, and it's all hot topics.
Yup, I've seen. Yeah, he sits at the table
with his coffee mug.
Yeah. Change my mind. I've seen that meme a million times. Yeah.
And I mean, he obviously has very conservative ideas when it comes to stuff like that. But the thing is, I respect him in the first place for sitting down and having a civilized conversation.
Dude, it's the greatest part about being an American is that you can sit down and you can talk about anything.
I know,
dude. The freedom of speech is awesome.
It is.
We are allowed to sit here. I could literally sit here and be like, "Fuck the president." Don't mean it, but I'm just saying. I can say that. You can put it on YouTube. Nothing's gonna happen. You do that shit in like Russia or Korea, bro. Next day, your ass is snatched up. Like that's wild, dude. Love America for that reason.
No, freedom of speech is very important. I agree, and it's important that everyone is allowed to their opinions as long as it truly doesn't hurt other people. Yeah, obviously. I mean, and that's a completely different story.
Trying to commit mass genocide or something.
Yeah, of course.
Bro, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
And you're trying to promote that, then I can completely understand. Yeah, that should be silenced. But I've had this in my mind that I wanted to get to. I'm glad that you are someone who's doing the SEED program because you don't find it important to yourself to really go to a big college.
Yeah, I'm happy you brought this up.
Okay.
Because I was set on college. I mean, I don't know if I wanted to party. I just wanted to be really individual. I wanted to move out. I like the idea of, having my own place, living with people my age, and that's it, you know? But college, honestly, especially right now with COVID times, college is a scam. I mean, I'm not going to pay a school, even if it's $10,000 a year, I'm not going to pay a school $10,000 a year to do online school.
Oh, dude, that's ridiculous.
There's a 0% chance I'll ever do that. So, I mean, at least with the SEED, the next 2 years of my life, I'm going to school down the street for free. I'm cool with that. And it's UD professors at Del Tech, so I'm getting the same education, but it's for free, and it's a fraction, like it's so close to me. UD is an hour from my house. Del Tech is not even 10 minutes. I could probably ride on my bike there. Yeah. And I love that.
I hate when people say, "Oh, you're going to Del Tech, you're stupid." Bro, you're the smartest people.
Dude, it's smart. It's actually a smart decision to do it because I feel like I'm close.
No, you're fine. I got passionate about that.
I'm doing it because, like I said at the very start of this podcast, I want to start a family.
Yeah. And
my mom told me this when I first stepped into high school. She said, "As soon as you walk in those doors, everything you do matters." Which is true.
That is really
good. Shit in high school sticks, it can stick for a week or it can stick for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? And once high school ended, everything still matters. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna fuck around. I'm kind of at the point I want to, work. I want to have free time, of course, but I want to save money. And once I'm out of college for good, I want to be able to afford, a home in some type of way. I want to be able to do things I want to do. I don't want to be in debt.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I know.
College is a good debt to have in a way.
Yeah, of course.
You build credit score, there's a lot of good things about it, but you're spending all your money, which is the key to everything. Yes. People hate to say, money doesn't buy you happiness. Yes, it does. Money buys you happiness because without money, what you going to do? You're going to work. And I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure 99 out of 100 Americans don't like their job.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So I had this conversation with Q on our podcast, and he said, Q?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He said money buys happiness too.
Yes.
And I personally disagree because I think that money can put you in situations that can result in you being happy, but it is ultimately your decision to be happy in the first place.
I think that good point. That's a good point.
Okay.
I think a better way to say it is earned money.
Good shit. Okay.
I've had to buy everything. My parents made me buy my shoes, most of my clothes, my car. You know what I'm saying? These bought them. You know what I'm saying? Like I've worked for what I have, and I'm very thankful they made me do that because I understand life will always be a grind.
Oh my God.
Every day, you know, those days where, you know, or those weeks, those summers where you do nothing.
Oh my God. I know.
That's never happening again. I hate to say it to myself. That's not happening ever again until I'm retired and like I can't even move, bro. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying, I think.
Dude, I'm going to back off of you. I was a very spoiled child. I was.
Okay.
When I would say up until last year when I first started working at Chick-fil-A, June of 2020, I was a very spoiled child. I still am spoiled.
In some aspects, I am spoiled. But I don't. I mean, I'm getting Invisalign soon. I'm paying for my Invisalign.
Wow, no, that's a lot of money too.
But it's not bad because I'm staying home for college.
Okay.
You know, I'm not. The money I'm spending is on textbooks. That is it, and it's not that bad, really. Once you sit and you're not in debt. You know, thousands of dollars in debt. My parents were just talking about it, like $60,000 in debt to $100,000 in debt at like 23 years old. That's bullshit, dude.
That's insane.
That's ridiculous. What do? You know? You just got to work it off. And that's what you spend your life doing. And it's working off your debt.
It's scary, but I want to go back to what I was saying about the working. Bad. Nah, you're good. I mean, I was spoiled. I still am spoiled. But the thing is, I used to be one of those kids that, I'm not going to lie, I wasn't sure what to ask for my birthday.
I still don't know what to ask for my birthday.
Because I hate to sound like a dick by saying this, but I really had everything that I truly wanted, other than things that were beyond expensive to the point where I would feel disrespectful if I asked for them.
Right, yeah.
And the thing is, once I started working and I got my own money, I bought that shit.
And it feels good.
Incredible. I bought my own PS5.
Nice.
I bought my own PC.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I bought my own monitor. Dude,
I can't even lie. I did get a PC. My parents definitely did help me with the PC.
Oh yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big purchase, you know, and delivery doesn't make that money.
Yeah, of course. And I've done that, and I feel so good working for school, working on this podcast, sitting at that desk, knowing for a fucking fact that I worked for that shit, bro. It feels so good, that, dude.
Bro, when I was a freshman, I went into high school. I didn't care about clothes. I didn't care about sneakers. It all started probably the first 2 months of me being in high school. Okay. I fell in love with sneakers and clothes and everything like that. And I bought a pair of Yeezys. It was like $400, bro. Waste of money.
The gray and the orange ones?
Yeah.
Remember, we had the masking ones.
I forgot. Oh my God. Yeah, bro. I bought them it was my first big purchase, and they came in, and I was like, I did that, bro. Nothing feels better than looking at something and go, I did that.
Oh my God, I know.
You can claim something, and it's great, dude. It's the most rewarding feeling in the world. Like, nothing beats working for something and getting it. It's awesome.
And which is why when you said earned money buys happiness, I can 100% agree with that. But the thing is, just money in general buying happiness, I don't agree with that statement.
Okay.
But I do at the same time think that, I mean, and this kind of goes towards the freedom of speech aspect, because it's ultimately your decision whether or not you do something in the first place. And I'm not sure whether that's a conservative or liberal way of looking at things, but I want to get back to what we're saying. So, for example, I mentioned Alex Jones before we started this podcast. Yeah. And he's very outspoken.
He's a funny dude.
He is a hilarious dude. And I'm bringing him up because of freedom of speech, because I want to ask you your opinion on this, because in 2016, I believe he was one of the people that was promoting the Pizzagate scandal. Do you know what that is?
Pizzagate?
Yes.
No.
So basically, Pizzagate was how Hillary Clinton basically she was a part of the elites and had a underground sex club and basically associated all of the kids and named them basically pizza products. So, for example, I don't remember, a hot dog would be a kid, or would be a boy, and pepperoni would be, I don't know.
Was it under a pizza shop?
So that's what the thing was. It was supposed to be under a pizza shop.
Uh-huh.
So my question to you is, I mean, this is a hard question to answer. If Alex Jones promotes this scandal and says, this is real, this is real, this is real, basically what happened was someone went to that pizza shop and shot it up. Yeah.
Oh,
so
shit.
Someone shot a camera and someone went into that shit.
So because they thought they were trafficking kids and shit in there?
Yes.
Okay.
So my question to you is that Alex Jones's fault? Or is that the person who does that in the first place's fault? Who takes the accountability here?
It's not like it's 100% to either person. There's, they're both responsible in a way.
Okay.
Were they keeping kids in it?
No, it was a false thing.
Then probably, it's like, oh man, that is a difficult one.
I know.
He did cause it. It's like,
I don't know if it was him that directly caused it. I don't know if the guy was listening to him, but I'm just saying, for example, if that were to happen, would that be pinned on him? For example, Alex Jones came up with a theory. I don't know if it was a theory. It was a conspiracy theory that tap water or chemicals in tap water were turning frogs gay.
What, dude?
Yeah.
Like, was he serious?
Yeah, he was serious.
Was there evidence?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure. I want to look this up.
Wow, what a hypothesis.
I know, what
man.
a hypothesis.
Wow.
So, say someone goes to the tap water chemical thing factory or something, and I don't know, they do something and they research is that his fault if someone...
Okay, I don't think it is. Okay. And the reason being is because he never straight up said, go do this. Okay. I can sit there, there's been stuff on like Reddit, 4chan, oh, this building is used to traffic kids. People have conspiracy. I just watched one actually the other day. It was, I forget where it was. It was this green building and it was labeled as a daycare, and it became this huge subreddit. It was like, I've lived in this town for 20 some years. I've never seen a kid go in here. And it became like this huge thing. People came from across the country to come scope out this building and stuff. And no one deliberately said to go look.
Yeah.
But people got so curious. People just love the idea of something just, being different. People were like, ooh, something interesting. So they get so into it. They said people were caught breaking in there and peeping through the blinds and everything. Like you can't do that, and no one said to go do it. So the only person you can blame is the person that was there and actually doing the crime.
That's interesting. Because I personally, I don't even know my opinion yet. I don't.
That's a touchy one, man.
It is.
That's hard to say.
I know.
Yeah. But if there was an instance of him going, I need someone to go here and take him out,
you could pin it on them.
Then you can pin it on them. Yeah. Then there's evidence. You really got nothing.
I know.
It's really like you watch a TV show, you get so I don't know, like a crazy person watches a show, they get so into something to go shoot some up related to the show. Just really hypothetical situation. You can't blame the show.
No.
Someone's out of their mind at the end of the day.
Which is why you can't blame video games for...
Oh my God, murder. I can't believe people blame video games for violence.
I think that's kind of similar to the topic.
It is, because the game is not saying, okay, go try this outside.
Yeah.
The game gives you, it's a separate world where you can kind of do that.
Yeah.
You know, it's not saying copy what you're doing here and take it out there. It's, you know, you got
yourself. Yep.
You gotta like take some steam off. You know, you're mad. Like hop on Call of Duty, go kill some people, bro.
Yeah.
You don't go in the street and kill some people.
Yeah.
That's like, I think that's why video games are actually more beneficial than not, because honestly, it's a stress reliever for a lot of people.
It is.
Games, not all games are hard. You can make a game so easy that you can dominate and it feels good. You know, and people do that.
Well, the thing is, I mean, people killed people over Flappy Bird, dude, and that has nothing to do with murder. Yes.
No way.
You don't remember that?
Dude, I know. I remember the Slender Man thing.
Oh.
That was bad.
Dude, that was awful.
That was bad.
I'm glad that girl lived.
How did she
How did she crawl that long?
Dude,
she got stabbed 72 times.
Oh my God. I thought it was 30 something, bro.
I thought it was 70. It might be 30.
Either way.
Either way,
Either
dude.
way. She crawl and some dude riding his bike saw her. Oh my God.
Dude, that just gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, bro. That's a freaky story, bro.
That is
horrifying. Crazy.
Are you into creepypastas at all?
No, but
okay.
Do you know what XQC is?
XQC? I don't.
It's a YouTuber. He like plays like games and shit. He streams. He just watches videos. Like it's totally like it's the lamest reaction channel ever.
Okay, all right.
But he's been watching this series. It's disturbing things around the internet.
Okay.
And it's like conspiracy theories, videos, audio recording, just basically things that are like kind of chilling. Something that has a little mystery. Mm-hmm. I like that. I never thought I liked that. I started watching it last week actually, and I watched like 4 hours worth in a day. Like just fuck school, bro. I hopped in class. That's all I did, bro. Like, oh my God,
dude,
it's interesting stuff though.
Cheney and I, our favorite YouTubers collectively between us. I mean, obviously he has his own, but I would say our personal favorite YouTuber, his name is Nick Crowley.
Oh, I have no clue who that is.
So he has, I think, 600,000 YouTubers, Jesus Christ, subscribers. He comes out with videos, and it's just a ton of creepypastas. It's a ton of scary stories. Dude, I could talk about this subject and stuff that I have read for so long, and oh my God, bro, the internet is insane.
I'm happy you're bringing this up actually, because me and my girlfriend have been talking about this a lot the past couple weeks. I don't believe in ghosts.
Okay.
I think the idea of ghosts is fucking stupid. I think people use ghosts as some type of closure for unexplainable events or occurrences. There's so many explainable reasons for why everything happens. Even if it's a theory, it's a much more likely theory than there is a invisible person causing it. I'm just like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You know, so I forgot where I was going, man.
You're good.
Damn, man. Where were we?
Talking about invisible. We're talking about ghosts. You were talking with your girlfriend.
Right before, what were you talking about?
I was talking about the internet is crazy. Creepypasta.
Okay, awesome. The thing is with ghosts is I don't believe it because it's hypothetical, you know? It's not, there's no evidence. The thing about creepypastas is most of them are written, you know?
Yeah, of course.
It's made for entertainment. I'm not, like, scary movies, if it's not based on a true story, I'm sitting there like this the whole time. Not feeling it, you know? But, you know, like The Conjuring, the first one, based on a true story, that freaks me out, bro. Because the fact that it could happen to me, those videos I've been watching, like, ordinary people, like I don't know, like getting like kidnapped or disappearing and stuff, like that shit happens, bro, and it scares me that could happen to me.
Dude, I was watching this one Nick Crowley video, and he was talking about how there is literally an entire, I don't know what to call it, cult on YouTube of people that go up to sleeping girls and hold their eyes open. An entire cult.
What?
There is an entire YouTube there are YouTube channels, YouTube videos, and there's a ton of people in the comments saying that they sell these videos of people that go to sleeping girls and hold their eyes open.
I've actually seen another
Mr. Sleepy people.
Ew.
Yeah, I know.
Ew, that's fucking
really
weird.
Yeah, I know.
I've seen another YouTube cult kind of like that, and it's disturbing. They kill baby monkeys. I don't know what it is. It's like this fucking YouTube channel. They got like playlists of it, like hundreds of videos of baby monkeys getting killed and shit. Like, it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. Normally, it's like natural causes and stuff. You know, like they get sick or the monkeys fight and stuff. But like the comments, like people are like into it, like aroused by it, and it's weird, bro. And it's just on the internet. You can go on YouTube and find it.
Oh my God, I know.
I don't recommend it.
Well, yeah, of course,
but it's there.
I mean, literally, the dude, the Nick guy, he literally started emailing the people that were in the cult,
right? And
they were literally they were trying to sell the guy videos and whatnot.
Just girls' eyes getting propped open while they're sleeping.
Yes, and it was always drunk. It was always drunk girls. It was, dude. It was disturbing, bro.
That's fucking creepy.
It was disgusting.
I couldn't oh my God.
And for me personally, a lot of people can't watch things like that, but I know this sounds really weird, but I love being aware of weird things on the internet.
Like knowing that we live in a weird world.
Yes.
This is not cookie cutter.
No,
dude.
It's not.
Shit gets weird in some nooks and crannies.
I know. I mean, and just stupid. There's those, and then there's stupid theories that. Have you heard of the back rooms?
Back rooms?
Yeah.
Dude, every time you've asked me if I heard of something, the answer's been no. Every time.
Every time I do a podcast, my brain just starts opening
up.
I
love it, dude, because I'm not good at keeping conversations going. So every time I forget, you're just on to the next. I'm like, yes.
You're good. So basically, the back rooms is a theory, right? Did you ever play Call of Duty World at War?
Like a really long time ago.
Okay. So basically, in Call of Duty World at War, I'm just bringing this up for literally no reason. In Call of Duty World at War, if you got mods, you could get a mod menu, and basically you could no clip through so basically you would hit the back button and then you would fly all the way throughout the entire map.
Yeah, I know.
So that's what no clip is.
Yeah.
So basically the story of the back rooms is you no clip out of reality. So
like in real life.
Yes. Yeah. So basically the thing was you no clip out of reality. So you step back, right? Or I don't remember what it was, but you just step back and then all of a sudden you're sent into this unexplainably long, non-ending cycle of just rooms that keep going, and they have really annoying humbuzzing like that
Oh
sound.
my God, I've heard of that. Dude, I've seen, it's like, oh my God, I saw this one. It's like you're trapped in this room forever, and it's like a yellow room with like a table and just the light buzzing, and I'm getting chills, dude. Like that, dude. I was like, I would go insane in that room, bro.
And apparently there are a ton of different levels to it. So there's the first level of you're just walking forever, and then all of a sudden you can back into the second level, and then the second level there's someone chasing you, but it's demons. Is
this like a phenomenon? Like, has this happened to people, or
people have said that they've actually seen this before.
Whoa.
And I literally posted it on my story saying, y'all trying to go to the back rooms as in a joke, dating wise or whatever. And people said, I feel as if I've been here before in my dreams. And that shit scared me, bro.
No, because when I saw that picture of, the yellow light, it's so familiar. It's something. I looked at it and I was like, I've been there, but I haven't. It's like a deja vu of something that I've never experienced. That's happened to me actually one time when I was delivering. I had this weird dream when I was super little.
Okay.
I was walking on the street and this house caught on fire.
Okay.
And I was like, oh shit. So I started running.
Yeah.
And the street would extend. Like, in Poltergeist, how the hallway.
I have not seen Poltergeist.
Oh my God. Okay. Really iconic scene.
Okay.
I think it's like they used the vertigo effect or something.
Okay.
But the hallway is like extends super far, so you can't get to the end. And in my dream, the road extends and then all these houses catch on fire. And the street was so familiar to me. Like I can remember my dream very well. Mm-hmm. And one day I was delivering and I got this address. I'm not going to say the street name.
Yeah.
But everyone was like, hey, you got it. Like they give good tips. I got there and it was that street. I literally got there and I had to stop my car and I literally just had to sit there for a second. And I was like, this is the fucking street from my dream, like 10 years ago. It was the weirdest feeling. And the house that was on fire, there was like ladders and shit up the house and shit, like up the side. And I was just like spooked out of my mind.
Bro, I can't tell you. I'm not going to lie. Like my skin just like crawled.
Dude, it freaks me out.
I have goosebumps right now.
It really freaks me out. I've had a couple like weird experiences, like just with like random things, like dreams, animals.
There's never. Oh, my bad. You got
is there an animal, not that you have a phobia of, but just gives you a weird, ominous kind of like feeling?
Kangaroos.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Why are they just intimidating?
They're really weird looking.
They are weird. They. Okay.
That was just the first thing that came to my mind.
Like, if you saw a kangaroo, would your heart sink?
It wouldn't sink, but I would just be worried. I mean, the fact that they have a sack, the pouch built into them.
Weird.
That's just so weird.
It is weird, but there's a lot of animals with that.
I know, but it's something about the kangaroo. Kangaroo Jack also kind of, the movie kind of.
I haven't seen that movie.
It's just
kangaroos.
Something about kangaroos.
The one thing I will say about kangaroos is their tails are wild. It's a third leg. Have you seen them like use it in combat?
They use it in combat?
Dude. So their legs, I don't know if you've seen like their quads.
Okay.
Kangaroos are ripped. It's insane. Like male kangaroos look like bodybuilder men. They have traps, bro. They got the shoulder. They got the veins popping.
Oh my God.
And their tails are so strong. They lean back and like balance themselves and kick shit. Like straight up, like they can hold themselves up with their tail because it's so strong, and their legs are so powerful. Like they kick you, bro. They will break your ribs. They will puncture your lungs, and they will probably kill you.
That just shows how. That just shows my inclination of why they're fucking
crazy.
terrifying.
I remember this video. This guy was like, I don't know what he's doing, but his dog was getting beat up by a kangaroo. Like his dog was like bleeding and shit. Like it was sad, and they're like thugs, bro. Like kangaroos, like they square up with you, bro. Like they're ready to go. And this dude walks up and punches the kangaroo in the face, and it kind of looked at him and like let go of his dog and was like, all right, fuck you, and left.
Really?
Like they're petty. They're like very human-like animals in an aggressive way.
It's scary.
Yeah,
dude.
they embody hostility of people. It's cool.
Have you ever played Tekken?
Fighting game?
Yes.
No.
I think there was a kangaroo character in Tekken when I was young, and I think I got my ass beat by it a lot. And I think that's why.
The PTSD.
The PTSD of Tekken, bro.
Oh, man. Nah, my animal is deer.
Deer? Oh, deer.
Deer, I have a story about it. So I was with a friend, and we're out, like, it was like 1 a.m, I think.
Okay.
And we see this deer in the street, right under a street light, like just staring at us. And deer freak me out because they have the blankest, deepest stare. Like they will look at you for hours, dude. It's creepy. Not really hours, but
I understand.
It feels like hours. Yeah. So we're sitting there, we're talking. I keep like looking at it, and it's like really sussing me out. So I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
So we start walking, and we pass like a substantially thick tree. Walk through, it's gone. And I was like, okay, it ran off. You know, I'm trying to convince myself it's okay. But me and him were like creeped out. We were like, bro, that thing was creepy. Like it was watching us. We move and it disappears. So 20 minutes later, he goes home and I'm riding my bike home because he was in my neighborhood. And there's like this pathway where we cut through these houses and then I cut left into someone else's backyard and go around. Yeah. And I'm going and I have this weird feeling, right? I'm like looking over my shoulder. I'm like, what is going on? I turn into the backyard. There is a deer, the same fucking deer from the distance from me to you. And I'm just on my bike. And I was like, I was like, oh my God. And I just went the other way, bro. And my heart just dropped. And ever since that, bro, deer just, they freak me out, man.
I love talking about things that actually scare me.
Yeah.
As in,
unexplainable.
Freak me, disturb me, bro.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I'm very, okay, actually, I don't want to say that. I'm very gullible.
Oh my God, I'm so gullible, bro.
You can catch me with anything. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But, dude, those just reading the stories online. I mean, I'm not going to believe Jeff the Killer.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
I'm not
that's like
believe,
some, you believe that, like, damn, my hair crazy right now. You believe that, like, I don't know, 5th or 6th grade.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
You know, it's like a bedtime nightmare story.
Dude, when I was in 3rd grade, bro, I used to be so afraid of those creepypasta people. I'm not going to lie, dude.
Even like the Slender Man.
Yeah.
Like just the, oh my God, he just stands, bro.
Dude, it's
still freaky. If it wasn't so like popularized now, especially with that unfortunate Slender Man incident, it would definitely still freak me out like crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's a creepy thing, and a lot of the creepypastas are freaky. I'm trying to remember, there was a dog one.
Smiley dog.
Smiley dog. Oh my god, dude, that freaks me out. It has like a creepy picture, and it's like, that brings back bad memories. Ben drowned.
That was the Zelda one, right?
Yeah,
I remember that.
That one was deep. That one went really deep. That's one of the only ones I read.
That was a good story. One of my favorite, it was called Pen Pal.
Pen Pal.
Yes. It was an hour-long one, dude. And I don't know why, I found it interesting, so I decided to read it. And, I mean, dude, it was an hour-long story, so I'm just going to talk about literally one thing that happened. Yeah. Basically, the girl that was the main character of the Pen Pal story, she was supposed to be writing to this dude in another state or another country or something. And then there was a balloon incident where you were supposed to write a note and then put it in a balloon, and then the balloon was supposed to That's what it was.
Oh shit.
That's what it was.
This is getting interesting.
That's
now,
what it
man.
was. The girl literally wrote a note, and somehow the Pen Pal person literally found the note that the person put in the balloon, let it fly away, and handed it to her at the I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Handed it to her at the lemonade stand. And it was bro, it's giving me goosebumps, bro.
That dude, my legs like got chills, bro.
Yeah, dude. And
oh man,
God, I need to start reading these stories again. There was also a story called 1999 about a bear, dude.
A bear?
It was a TV show for kids, and basically all of these kids that were on this TV show just went missing.
Get out.
It's a creepypasta. So I'm pretty sure it's all. I'm pretty sure it's all fake. I'm very positive.
That's what I don't like about creepypastas, because you get into it, you're like, oh man, it's creepy, and I'm like, it didn't happen. Yeah, you know?
I know. Also, dude, there's so much creepypasta. I mean, I'm just gonna keep talking. There was the Pen Pal story. Then the 1999 story, I believe, was about a bear. And basically, on this TV show, all of these kids went missing, and somehow they ended up. Dude, I can't remember the entire story, but it's another hour-long story. And basically, I don't know if I'm spoiling it or if this happens early.
I'm honestly not going to read it.
You're not going to read it. That's okay. Basically, I mean, I just listened to all of them, but they found all the kids in a dead in a pile underground where this show was filmed.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, these stories were insane.
Wow, man. Oh.
I can't do that.
Oh, bad habit.
Really?
I started doing it because I was like, you seeing like, I don't know, TV shows. People are like,
yeah, they seem
You're
cool.
like, oh, nice. So I started doing it, like trying to get it to crack. And if you start trying to crack your bones, they will eventually start to crack. Okay. No matter what. Like if I started, I don't know, all my fingers crack. I'm trying to think. Like if you just start doing something over time, it's going to start needing to crack. And that's how it happens. Like I didn't have to crack my neck before, but I kept going like this. And then now every like 6 hours, I'm like it's bad, you know? I don't understand how that works. It's just annoying.
There was another story. This is my favorite. I don't want to say my favorite. It was called Candle Cove.
Candle Cove. Is that the Disney one?
No. But it sounds like a Disney show.
Nah, dude, there was this one with Disney. It was like an abandoned Disney park.
I've heard of that.
Bodies and shit.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
That was creepy. Yeah, but go on Candle Cove.
Candle Cove was a TV show that basically someone posted on a subreddit, and I'm pretty sure it was fake. I don't know if it was fake.
Okay.
They said, does anyone remember watching Candle Cove? And someone said, and a lot of people started responding.
Right.
They said, yeah, I remember watching Candle Cove. It was the show about pirates and whatever, pirates and blah, blah, blah. And there was someone made out of teeth. Yeah, it was a weird story.
I think I've heard this, though.
I'm pretty sure Sci-Fi or FX turned this into a TV show.
Okay.
So they got a ton of, or no, yeah, it was a person with a ton of teeth on it. And basically what had happened was a ton of people responded on the subreddit and just were saying their experiences watching Candle Cove. So then what happened after that was the story carries on. More people talk about Candle Cove and what was on the TV show. And then all of a sudden, people started asking their parents of what they were watching when they said they were watching Candle Cove. And literally, they just said that they were watching a static TV show. They were just watching static on the TV.
Ew.
And then, yeah, bro.
And everybody experienced the show.
The exact same show. But all the parents saw static on the TV.
Oh, goosebumps.
I know.
Every story we've told, the chills.
I know,
man.
dude.
Those are the best stories, bro.
Which is why they're so entertaining,
They
bro.
are entertaining. They are, even though, though they might not be real.
I mean, regardless if they're real or not,
it's
dude,
entertaining.
they're so entertaining.
It's
bro.
entertaining stuff.
And, God, I need to stop.
I know I can, like, think of one. If I can just find, like, I just gotta look up XQC.
There was...
Like, they're good, dude. The stories are really
Ben
good.
Drowned was about a bot that messaged that kid Ben. Well, no, Ben had drowned.
Yeah, Ben was a real kid.
And he was, basically his soul or something was still connected to the Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, I don't understand how,
I mean, that was just a crazy
It was
story.
weird.
Yeah, it was really weird.
The thing that spooked me about it was there was gameplay footage.
Oh, yes.
That's what was There go the goosebumps.
Yeah, I got him too.
Like, I was reading the whole story. I was like, man, that's stupid. And then there's a clip, and it was creepy.
I know, dude.
Oh my god. XQC or most.
There was one called No End House. And that's another really good creepypasta. By the way, spoiler alert, if any of y'all want to watch these or listen to these, I would definitely do it.
You gotta like edit that like
Yeah,
30 minutes before.
Oh, I'm definitely editing this 30 minutes before. But No End House was a person, and they signed up to go into this haunted house that no one had ever completed before. And you were supposed to get a lot of money if you completed it. And somehow, this kind of sounds like the movie Escape Room for some reason. Have you ever watched that movie? That was a good movie.
I watched, I think, like 15, 20 minutes at the beginning.
I'm excited for the sequel. That was a really entertaining
There's a
movie.
sequel?
Well, yeah.
I remember like Escape Rooms got really popular after that, actually.
Yeah. So No End House was basically, it kind of sounds like the movie Escape Room, but I'll get to it. No End House, the guy signed up for it because he desperately needed money, I'm pretty sure. And he said, "Oh, I have a very high tolerance to fear. I'm going to be fine." Right. So he goes into this house, and the story is called No End House. And I believe there are 13 rooms to it.
Right.
13, obviously Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
So he goes through the first level, not that scary. Second level, not that scary. Third level, and then it just progressively gets more scary, and scary. And then he starts to realize that every single room that he's doing is oddly tailored to his fears. So he starts to realize maybe these people are kind of stalking me. Dude, there's so many movies that I'm drawing conclusions. Did you remember that 13 Sins movie?
I've never even heard of that.
Okay. Oh, God, I'm going to have to explain that to you. Oh, God.
I'm so uncultured, dude.
No, you're fine. I watch a lot of movies and I listen to a lot of stuff.
I'm not a movie guy.
You're fine. So, basically, like I said, starts to tailor to these people. And if I talk too much at any point, just tell me. I'm good.
I don't mind because it's a podcast.
Yeah, fair enough.
We are here to talk.
But I want to make sure that you're interested in the conversation.
Oh, dude, I'm loving this.
Okay, all right. That's all that matters. So, basically, then what happens is he starts to realize, why is everything that I'm truly afraid of a part of this house? And then he keeps going, and then all of a sudden he gets to level 12, and there's so much stuff that happens that is just absolutely terrifying. And then he leaves the house, and he goes back to his house, and he sees on the front door number 13. So he never.
Oh no!
Yeah, bro.
Dude.
So he's just a part of the house for the rest of his life.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah. Oh, there's so much stuff that I could.
Okay, man, I just had one. Nah, I'm upset. I just had
You're good.
Good one.
I say that sounded like the movie 13 Sins, which is a very stupid movie, but I don't want to call it stupid. I actually really enjoyed it. It has bad ratings, but that is one of my honestly favorite movies.
Ratings. I don't want to say ratings are inaccurate because, sometimes when I'm thinking about going to see a movie or something, I look at Rotten Tomatoes.
You don't look at IMDb?
I'm a Rotten Tomatoes guy.
Okay.
And I find that to be more accurate than IMDb.
Okay.
I've seen plenty more movies with bad IMDb ratings that are good rather than Rotten Tomatoes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But honestly, when I'm deciding to pick a movie, I'm not going to watch a movie with 100% Rotten Tomatoes score because I'm not into movies that much to see the deeper meaning. Like a lot of times the critics are like, oh, well, what the director is attempting to portray is, and I'm not here for that. I'm here for a good time.
Yeah.
I want to watch a movie and laugh, man.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
I mean, my favorite movie of all time, literally Good Burger.
Oh, nice, dude. Mine's School of Rock. Jack Black.
Yeah, Jack Black.
Oh my God, that's a good movie. I love that movie.
I think I remember watching that when I was probably 5 years old.
Dude, I watched it like too much.
Really?
Yeah, my brother is super into movies and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, oh my God. And when he would like get into some, it would be that all day. So, I mean, we would watch School of Rock like 2 or 3 times a day.
Oh my God.
Bro. Like, it's all we did. Like, I mean, we wouldn't just sit and watch, like we like go around and do stuff, but it was always on for a really long time. He gets into stuff a lot, but he's really like talented, bro. Like movies and stuff. Like I really want to see him do something, bro. I really think he can. He just has like a good mindset and stuff. I don't know. I'm definitely rooting for him.
What does he want to do?
I think he wants to direct. I might be wrong. Okay. I mean, that's like the top dog, but he has a good vision. He understands people well. I don't know, just cool dude. I think he can actually do something with movies for sure.
That's good that you have the confidence in your brother.
Yeah, respect Noah. Oh shit, I see you, bro.
Yes, sir. Up. Facts.
Cool dude.
Did you find the You didn't?
Dude, it's like slipping my mind, bro. Like I had it.
Do you know what it was about?
I mean, there's so many of them,
Oh, okay.
And they're all like 30 minutes long. So I'm trying to I saw one that like reminded me, but I don't know what I saw, man.
I thought
I mean, this one is creepy. I will say this picture right here, right? You see that?
Yeah. Oh.
So it was like this actress.
Okay.
Or famous woman, and she committed suicide.
Okay.
But her Twitter was scheduled to continue tweeting.
That was me.
That scared me. Oh my God. Her Twitter was scheduled to continue tweeting for weeks, I think. Okay. So she died, but her Twitter kept tweeting, right?
Okay.
But it was sponsorships, it wasn't like, hey guys, it was hashtag sponsored and this whole thing. But that picture was tweeted. Or no, it was her Facebook. That picture was posted a day after she died. And no one knows what it is. It's just dresses hanging from a tree. It's creepy as hell. And it's still there. If you go on her Facebook, bro, it's just that weird image. I don't know what it is.
Bro, that just sent... Wow.
Because it's real. That's what gets me, bro. I look at... if that was a creepypasta, I get freaked out and forget about it. I can go on Facebook. If I search, I can find that. There's a lot of Facebook ones. Facebook is a weird place.
Dude, that's insane. This podcast has really just opened my eyes to how much stuff I really am interested in.
Yeah, dude, we've talked about a lot.
I know.
We went from mental health to drugs to creepypastas and unexplained disappearances. You ever heard of the Men in Black? The real life Men in Black?
No.
Oh my God, it's so cool. I mean, it's scary, and I hope it's not real, to be honest. But it's people that have alien encounters, right? This is all a theory. There's people claiming to have experienced it and stuff. So if you have an alien encounter something, and you know too much, you witness an alien take a person or some shit, for example, and you know it. And you start telling people, these dudes will from the government, they'll hunt you down and they'll intimidate you and interrogate you. They'll be like, you're not going to keep talking about this, or we will kill you and you will not be traced. And it's super, like, I remember there's this guy gets into an airport, right? And he's like frantically running. I think he has like
I know what you're talking about.
He goes to security. The two dudes in the suits walk in, and he like, let me go from the start. So he comes in, he's, disgruntled, disoriented, goes into the security with his book bag. These two dudes in trench coats, hats, sunglasses, like blankest people on the planet, walk in. 2 minutes later, this dude swings the door open, running.
Yeah.
Full sprint. I've never seen someone move that quick. You can see on the security cameras, he leaves the airport, is running, and once he leaves frame, that's the last he's ever been seen. Yep. That's crazy.
I didn't know. I thought that guy was just running for no reason.
Well,
so
it's a theory.
Okay.
It's a theory. But those dudes did walk in that room. Like, you can see it on the cameras. He goes in, he gets called into security, he goes in, and these guys, you can see him walk in the airport, walk through, no emotion, nothing. They walk in that room. There's no cameras in the room. But then next thing you know, he is gone and never seen again. I want to know what they said. Like, what? I don't know what someone could tell me that could make me literally leave everything.
I don't know.
With nothing but, my hands and feet.
Is it anything to do with schizophrenia? Was that guy known to have schizophrenia?
I don't think so. I haven't seen anything about that. It's just, what would they have told him?
Dude, I have no clue.
And even if they did tell him, you have schizophrenia, you're crazy. He ran. Why'd he disappear?
Dude, I have no clue.
He disappeared. He never showed up again. There's another one. This woman in a hotel.
Eliza Lamb.
Okay.
My bad.
You know what I'm talking about in the hotel? Yeah, in the elevator and all that. Yeah, bro, that was crazy.
So I brought up schizophrenia actually because of her.
Oh.
So I'm not sure if she had it might have been schizophrenia, but she had bipolar, I believe.
Okay.
So the whole story with her was, I watched, Nick Crowley made a video on it.
Okay.
He basically talked about how she went to, where was that? That was the Cecil Hotel in...
I don't remember where it was. She was...
LA, right?
She was in the water...
Yeah, the water tank, yeah. So apparently she might have had schizophrenia herself, and that was why she was peeking out of the elevator, looking right, looking left, where there was no one there to be seen. Yeah. She was hiding in the elevator and whatnot. And, I mean, obviously... I don't know whether Joe Rogan's telling the complete truth, but apparently with people that are schizophrenic, they believe that everything is a conspiracy. So they think that they think that every single person, every single interaction that you have, someone is out to get you.
Yeah.
So first of all, I just couldn't imagine living like that, dude. That is
God, that's
horrifying,
shame, man. That is a shame.
I saw something, and I had to learn it in psychology. Schizophrenia is actually caused by a...
dopamine surplus.
Yes.
Yep. Which dopamine is created from various common drugs or produced, like weed.
Yeah. It's weed, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know
it produces a lot of dopamine.
That's
why you're,
Yeah, that's why you're so...
Yeah.
So the thing is, there's two different neurotransmitters. I think dopamine's a neurotransmitter. Basically...
Yeah, dopamine and serotonin.
Yes, I was going to say. So I'm pretty sure perks have a very, very, very high release of serotonin in your body, which is why you feel like you're floating, which is why you feel like you're very comfortable. Serotonin's basically the love drug. You give someone a hug, and that's what releases to your body.
Yeah,
exactly.
Feel good feeling.
But dopamine is that high of...
lay down, relax.
I don't think that's dopamine.
I thought dopamine was like... it makes you a dope, like that's what I always thought of it as.
So dopamine is basically the people that do, I associate dopamine with the people that do meth.
Oh.
So
see, I associate dopamine with weed, so that's very different.
So I read somewhere that I don't think there's a necessarily calculatable release of how much dopamine.
Right.
or there's not a, for example, water could be measured by milliliters.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a measurable amount of dopamine, but basically I saw that eating actually causes something 80, I'm just going to say 80 somethings of dopamine, okay?
Okay, 80 units of
yes,
dopamine.
80 units of dopamine. Eating, well, yeah, so that was eating, and then running is, I don't know, 140. It could be very slim. I can't remember what exactly it was.
Right.
But basically, I'm pretty sure it was nicotine is 250, and then meth is 1400.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Which is why it's so easy for people to get addicted to meth.
You know, that's interesting because on my last day of work, this kid came in. It's a super random question. He goes, okay, I got a question, guys. He goes, heroin. He's like, how do people get addicted to heroin? He's like, because you don't get addicted off one, most of the time, you're not going to do it once. And then literally as soon as you come down, you're itching for it. You know what I'm saying? He was like, that shit literally has to be the best feeling in the world to be able to, someone knows the negative connotations of it and they still pursue it. He said it literally, like, there's no way it's an unpleasant feeling. He said it has to be the greatest thing ever created. But that's just unfathomable. How good can it be that you're willing to
throw your life away,
everything away for it,
Which is obviously why I'd never want to do that.
Dude, I never want to know. I
don't want to know.
I want to wonder. I never want to know.
Of course. And I think that it's important, once again, how we were talking about, everything just comes back around. Talking about fear. It's important to be scared.
It is, because I'm not going to do heroin because if someone tells me the good things about heroin, hey, man, you feel amazing. It's the best feeling in the world. That's cool. The bad things, you die. I'm not doing that, bro. It's a death trap, and we know that. So fear will keep us away from it for as long as we're scared of it.
Of course. And once again, that's why fear is so important, dude. I love how everything just comes full circle.
Everything does come full circle. Very fun.
It is very fun. 2 hours and 18 minutes on the podcast. I know. Would you like to add anything else? Any topics that we haven't explored yet?
Oh man, what do you do in college wise?
Psychology.
Like where?
UD.
UD?
Yeah. And we never really touched on this. So I said that I honestly think that the people that are going to Del Tech are the smartest people.
Yes. Yeah. You did say that. And I was saying, college is a scam right now. I mean, oh my God. I mean, before it was a good idea.
Yeah.
You're going to go save money. All right. Now it's the best idea. Oh my God. Just thinking about it, like, why would you spend so much money? The reason why I wanted to go to a big, prestigious college, and then I truly realized there's really no point. I'm getting a degree in psychology. I'm going regardless, and I'm going for fairly cheap, and you're going for literally free. Yeah. I applaud you for making that decision. There is sacrifices.
Of course.
I'm not going to live that freshman college dorm life.
No.
I'm okay with that. I'm going to move into my first apartment one day. I'm not going to make all those friends on campus or whatever. That's fine because we probably weren't going to be friends once I left anyway.
Yeah, of course.
Just like high school. And I can go to Disney on the weekends if I want.
Yeah.
Like if I really wanted to, I can be like, you know what? I'm going to go to Texas. I'm going to go do this. I have time and I have money to do things like that, which is what I enjoy doing. I don't enjoy partying. I don't enjoy going to really social events at all. It's not because I'm antisocial. It's just not my cup of tea. I'd rather do something that I'm enjoying and I'm doing for me. Like, I don't know.
For me, I would much rather be right here sitting and talking to you than going to a party with 30, 40 people that I don't really know, I'm not really friends with, and I just feel uncomfortable.
Honestly, if our friend group had like a party and they're all getting like, people are getting like wasted or whatever, I'd rather be here.
So would I.
I like to chill, man. I'm a chill dude. And I actually think that goes a really long way.
I know.
I didn't think it would, but people, I don't know, people treat me better than, most people are treated, because if you're hyperactive, people might get the wrong impression.
Yes.
You just got to chill, man.
I agree.
There's nothing, you get loud, you're not going to speed nothing up.
Nope.
Just chill, just let everything happen.
And
do what you got to do.
And for me, realizing, as I was asked this in a podcast, and I honestly wish this is what I said, but the thing that I wish I told myself when I was younger, truly now that I actually gave a thought to it, was I don't have to say something if I don't want to in a certain situation. You can be quiet. You can
exclude yourself.
Yes.
And it's like, I'm not saying like remove yourself from your friend group. I'm saying like, if your opinion doesn't fit, or you're just not comfortable with it, it might put you in a bad spot, you don't gotta act. People think it's their like civil duty to chip in, give their 2 cents and fuck some up. Sometimes if you just sit back, that goes a long way too, You don't always have to, I should tell myself this, you don't always have to mediate. You don't always have to play devil's advocate. Sometimes you can just watch.
I love to play devil's advocate though, because that's just in my personality.
I hate that, bro. Like I'll say something and someone like, play devil's advocate, like, imply basically the opposite. And I'll just be like, oh my God.
I know. Well, it's just because people hate when there's another person that disagrees with you.
Yeah. And honestly, I do. I do hate when people disagree with me does. Because I don't like explaining myself. I kind of just, I don't know. People are stupid. People are stupid. And some people
I don't know. See, that's where we're different. I don't really call people stupid. And I understand what you're saying by you calling people stupid. You're not truly calling people stupid.
I don't think all other people are lower IQ and I'm superior. I just think everybody assumes too much.
Okay.
Someone will talk shit on you in the mall or like random shit, at school, be like, hey man, you a bitch.
Yeah.
Something's going on at home, bro.
Yeah.
I got something going on in my life. You got something going on in your life. You could look at someone walking by the street. You don't know their name or nothing, but something's going on in their life. Yeah. Everybody's got some. That's why like sometimes, bro, people need to shut up.
I know. And I know this is going to sound weird, but did you see the TikTok that I posted that blew up?
Mm-mm.
So I posted a TikTok and it got 990,000 views at the time of this at the time of this. Yes.
Nice.
And I'm really proud of myself because, dude, there were so many hate comments on it.
That's how it goes.
And I was fine with that. And honestly, it made me feel comfortable because I felt as if I could cross something off my bucket list. I felt that me triggering a group of people online for me having an opinion, and the opinion wasn't offensive to anyone, in my opinion. I didn't completely say in the video what my true opinion was because I wanted people to get angry about it because obviously I wanted.
You want to create a little controversy.
Yeah, I'm a clout chaser, but enough of a clout chaser to be respectful, of course.
Of course.
But I mean, I said girls only comment on other girls' posts that they don't see as competition.
Oh, well, Gina, yeah, I did see that clip. Yeah.
Yes. So my opinion was that, but I didn't add insecure, and I said girls and not women. So
that's why it was a problem, because you said girls?
No.
Okay.
I'm saying a girl might do that, but a woman wouldn't because a woman is secure with herself.
Okay.
But, I mean, if you disagree with me, I loved when people disagreed by putting hate comments, but I also loved when people disagreed by saying, I don't think this is true because blank, but they didn't attack me.
Constructive criticism.
I love that. Disagree with me. Prove me wrong in a respectful way.
Yeah, bro. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing. Like
nothing wrong.
I mean, I'm trying to think of a good situation. People are pressured with agreeing with their families and stuff like that, like political views, religious views, a lot of things like that. Just got to do you.
I agree.
At the end of the day, if it worries you, if it stresses you out, it's not good for you.
I agree.
Just do what makes you happy.
I agree.
That's in the past year, it's crazy that it took me 18 years almost to realize that I should just do what makes me happy. And sometimes people never realize that, but you just gotta do what makes you happy. Like that's it, you know? If you're smiling doing it, you know, if you go home and you're going to sleep and you're like, that was fun. I did that. That was fun. I like that. You did good. That's like the end goal.
Which is why I love doing this, dude. I'm so serious.
Dude, like this is so cool, dude. I've talked about starting a podcast with all my friends. Everybody has at some point been like, man, I want to be on a podcast. Like this is on my bucket list, bro. And the fact, I remember when you like, I'm trying to think like the first, like when you first posted about Audio Chumps or something, I was like, shut up. And I saw this, like this is so surreal to me. I thought maybe one day I'd end up in a podcast room, but not at 17. And especially not with my 18-year-old friend who's running it. That's even cooler, dude.
Oh my God, I know.
I love that. Respect.
I appreciate that, bro. Good respect. My hands are a little clammy, my bad.
God, dude, I'm on that same boat right now.
Also, just want to mention, if the video looks any different, we have a huge, bulky, intimidating camera right now. That is scary. Different than the camera that we usually use, and it is horrifyingly. It is scary.
I think I'm ready for the news now. Honestly,
ready for the news?
That is a news camera. That is right a news there. Camera. That thing is big,
dude. It's just terrifying because say what you said before we started about the crowd.
I'm. If I walked in front of a crowd, any audience, it's nowhere near as bad as that camera. That thing looking back at me, oh shit.
And the red light too.
The red light, it's like you're up, do good.
Oh, seriously.
Yeah. It puts you on the spot. It's cool. When we first started this podcast 2.5 hours ago.
Yes.
Literally first words, like I froze up, bro. Like I was nervous.
I was nervous myself.
I've never done anything like this. I don't even think I've ever recorded a conversation, to be honest. Like, really? And I've always wanted to. And it took me about an hour. But this is so cool, dude. I'm fucking with this. You got a good thing going.
I appreciate that, bro.
Definitely keep it going. Keep it up.
I will, man, and I'm serious. I'm gonna keep this thing going. I'm gonna keep it going during college too.
Hell yeah, that's where it can get interesting too, because you really step into real life.
And especially because I think me going to college, there's definitely going to be more people, and I think there might be more of a outlook, and I can get more people to watch it.
The sample size, you know, it's just shit, bro. You put someone like a college's public Facebook versus a high school, forget about it, bro. High school, you got like 2,000 people. College, you got probably 30,000 people just on that Facebook group.
Bro, that's the dream.
Exactly. It gets bigger, bro. It goes from, you know, school to a university to, you know, I mean, let's look at it as like a size of people, right? Mm-hmm. As of right now, how many views do you get on the podcast?
So far, I've released 6 episodes, and I've had 2,400 views in all, I believe.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, really good.
Nice, so dude.
Yeah, 400 views per episode, yeah.
Okay, so you said 400 per episode.
Yeah.
So let me think. That's basically if the full junior and senior class at our school watched it. So basically next, it's get the whole school to watch it. You know, I like looking at it as that because it seems much more reachable. Like with my own personal goals and stuff, you know, like if I'm working out, you know, I have 10 reps, do 5. I'm like, all right, do that again. Mm-hmm. That's it. You know, it's something as simple as that it kind of puts it in perspective. You already have half the school watching it. You can get the other half, especially if everyone's talking about it. Uh-huh. And then after that, you know, college, town, city, state, you know what I'm saying? Like population size, bro. Shit can get cool. Shit can get real.
I saw something, and it goes along with what we were just talking about. Do you know who Jordan Peterson is?
Jordan Peter. God, I think I know that name.
He's a very famous psychologist, and he's only really, well, I don't want to say he's only really known. What am I talking about? He's known because he has very far right. I don't want to say far right. He just has right political views.
Okay.
So on the right spectrum. And he's been on Joe Rogan a fair amount of times. And I watched a video of him talking about where to place your goals and how to place your goals. And I'm glad that you brought this up because it refreshed my memory. Basically, Jordan Peterson said, if you aim your goals at something that is unattainable, you're not going to try to really do that. You have to aim low and then continuously aim higher.
I'm trying to think of a good way to put it. I mean, I know exactly what you mean. You got to build a base, you know? You can't get famous without a following. You got to get a following first. That should be a goal. It's stuff like that, like the little goals. Do you play GTA?
I do.
Okay, you know, like heists, like online heists. You do the setup missions. It's these little things that you got to do. You can't do it without it, you know? But it's tedious. And no one really wants to do it, but you got to do it. And once you do it, it all comes together. And if you go into a heist without setting up, it's not going to go well. But if you set up, you think about it, and then you plan your approach and then go in, you have a much bigger chance of succeeding.
Oh, 100%. And he used the analogy of when he was younger. He said he was 6'3", 135 pounds. I'm 5'5", and I'm 135 pounds.
Whoa, 6'3", 135?
Yes.
That's a skinny dude.
Yes. He said he couldn't even bench 50 pounds.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. And he was saying that he didn't go in there and put 135 on there. He didn't go in there and do that. He started at 50. He didn't care about what the other people thought of him. But slowly but surely, he began to bulk up, and then, grow stronger. And I think that, God, I keep bringing his name up. Gary V. He's a motivational speaker, and I respect him. I respect him. I do. I don't personally really like his way of teaching, but some people need to that way to be taught. But I discussed that in another podcast. But basically, what I'm trying to say is his thing is shoot for the stars, aim for the moon, and which some people need to do that. But that's not my personal way of learning.
I don't like that either. I mean, learning or like, what do you mean?
Goals.
Okay, yeah. Goals, I mean, you can't set like shoot for the stars. You can't set that as your main goal. Because I guess my big picture goal is be a millionaire. I will never be satisfied until I'm a millionaire. So like, I'm going to be sad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If I want to be a millionaire, first I got to make 10K. Then I got to make 20, 30, 50, 100. You do that, you create satisfaction, and you create, like, there's progress along the way. It's much more helpful. If you start working out at 135 pounds and you're like, I want to be 180, you're not going to be satisfied till you're 180. But if you tell yourself, I want to go from 135 to 140 in the next 3 weeks or something, then you get satisfaction. That motivates you to keep going. Like, rewards and satisfaction is the most motivating thing ever. Like we talked about, like, earned money buys happiness. It's a reward. It's satisfying. You work so hard and you can spend your money on something that you worked for and that you want, and you can look at it and be like, yeah, I did that shit. You know what I'm saying? And oh man, love that. Like when I was working out, every week, I hop on the scale, I'd be like a pound heavy or something. Like, yeah, feel good. I could see it in myself, and it's so awesome, dude. Like seeing something that you're working so hard on actually work. I think I've had this I said this exact same thing like an hour ago.
You're good.
But I'm very passionate about that.
Nah, you're fine. 2 hours and 35 minutes. I'm going to ask this question again. I did 15 minutes.
I think we're good.
I believe that we are good. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the Brandon Alper experience. This was definitely a very fun conversation.
This was fun. I had a lot of fun.
I'm serious. So did I.
I love to do it again.
Of course.
Hell yeah.
I will gladly have you back on, sir. It's a good conversation.
Thank you for having me.
No, of course, bro. Solid handshake.
This was a great experience, man. If this is your first podcast you watch, go watch all of them. There's more coming out every week, you said?
Yes, every Thursday at 7 p.m.
Every Thursday at 7 p.m. new podcast dropping. Go check out Brandon Alper and the Brandon Alper experience, audio chumps, all that jazz. That's all I got.
Yes, sir.
Live carefully, save money.
Good way to put it.
Yeah.
I love to have the guests hit the red button.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Oh, my God.
Countdown. 3, 2, 1.